paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers, scum. They're on giant death factories, keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy, weird, sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy, weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot and the goblins are hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions of pointed people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet.
X. Persons under 18 will not be admitted.
In a world where a checkered flag is just the start, meet Ryan Wheeler, the would-be champ who seems to have run his last lap. But when a mysterious figure offers Ryan a dark bargain, promising the throne of speed, he strikes a deal with the devil that will make him ride and die. From ball-busting YouTube sensation and Arca Menard's NASCAR breakout racer Cody Dennison comes his first kick-ass comic creation. This won't be your average ride. It's a tale drenched in bone-chilling horror, soaked in violence, and wrapped around the curves of both the track and the sexiest women that'll make you forget the road ahead. Experience the race of a lifetime, or the damnation of your very soul. Will Ryan outrun his demons, or will he burn in the fiery pits of hell? Don't miss out. Get Cody across the finish line. Back Ride and Die on Indiegogo.
I have read a lot of books, and I think I'm a smart man here. However, there is one book I'm really excited about. It's one coming out soon, and it will blow you all away. The book is called Ride and Die. It's about some race car driver and some big titty demons. My good friend Cody, aka Camelot 331, wrote it, and it is amazing. You should all go back, get on Indiegogo, just like I have. Get on it. Doggone.
I'm sweating like a country pig. I'm gunning beers and taking swigs of ice cold Jack. We're at the track, it's racing day, we're getting smacked. I never really understood this NASCAR shit. I thought, how could I be impressed when cars go left? But then I went, baby, it's the best. The ladies here are fine as spring. They'll hop to a ride on that thing. There's beer and whiskey everywhere. There's smoke and rubber in the air. I'm gunning beers, I'm shooting jack. We're here all day, 500 laps. And when they start them engines up, man, my heart it starts to pump. Cause Lord, them cars go round and round on hot black asphalt racetrack ground. We're all obsessed, they're turning left. The beer and rubber, perfect mess. They're going fast, they might just crash. And if they do, these ladies flash their country tits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit. It's not loud, we're in the crowd. We're watching cars go round and round. We're in the South, the USA. We fly that flag each goddamn day. And when it's time to watch a race, we crack a beer right on our face. We watch them cars go fast and left. It's NASCAR shit's the fucking best. Cause Lord, them cars go round and round on hot black asphalt racetrack ground. We're all obsessed, they're turning left. I'm drunk as shit, I love this mess. They're going fast, they might just crash. And if they do, these ladies flash their country tits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit. Oh, Lord, them cars go round and round on hot black asphalt racetrack ground. We're all obsessed, they're turning left. A dirty summer country mess. They're going fast, they might just crash. And if they do, these ladies flash their cartridge hits. I must admit, I understand this NASCAR shit.
Hey, you. You're finally woke.
Are you guys aware that we almost see no titties in movies anymore? And we only see titties. Has anybody noticed this? Yes, I love titties! Big old titties!
I tried to keep a straight face there. It was very, very hard to keep a straight face. I was trying to look forlorn. Hey, good. How you doing, boys? On this illustrious Monday, like Billy said, this is our first sub 100 viewer streams in years. We're setting records in every way, up and down, left and right. I had like almost a record 2,000 concurrent like a month ago. Now we're down to like fucking 80. Damn, that's wild. YouTube's a cruel mistress, bro. Hope you guys are doing well, man. Freddie, I see Freddie's here. How you doing, buddy? We're talking about a lot of stuff tonight. Having a good time. What's up, Unliked Law Student? How you doing? What's up, Caros? I'll hit the super chats here in a second. Yeah, YouTube's broken in half. It doesn't help that like literally 100% of people stream at the same time. So like as soon as people like noticed that streaming was lucrative on YouTube, like 100% of channels stream 7 days a week. And I don't have that work ethic, bro. I'd just rather die. All right, boys. So let's hit these super chats. I'm not in a good mood, so prepare. But I'm getting way better at hiding it. Like way better. Like unbelievably better at hiding it. So it's all been really good. I'm excited, bro. Excited about that new development in life. Andy Ram, Mr. Vernon Infested. Start this stream off with an orange boy, and I don't mean our commander-in-chief. Oh my God. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you, Vermin Hested. You the man, the myth, the legend. 20 likes away from 100. Boys, get the hell on it. Diggity dog on it. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. Mr. Big Mike with a gift of membership. I appreciate you. He already got us rolling. Look at that. One gift of membership. My boy. Oh my God. Do you need a chat stream? No. Those days are over, bro. Those days are over, bro. Billy Hatcher. Oh my God. Billy says, asmongold has done this a lot similar to another YouTube known Scotty Kilmer. We love him. He tried, he left for a month and then came right back to YouTube, and he's been doing it for 18 years, talking about a lot of stuff, mostly car related. Yeah, I gotta be honest, I don't really know how people do it. Like I how can I explain this? Hypnotic got a fucking membership. How can I explain this without like sounding dumb? So I was in a really, really good spot, and then I started racing. And when you start, racing is expensive, so I like pretty much nuked my entire financial situation forever. It's all right. It's not like the end of the world, but yeah. So I like live and die by this, so I can't stop doing it. Right? There's people out there that are making like $30 million a month, and they're just like, I can't leave. I just got to keep going. And I'm like, bro, you have like $180 million. What is it? Just fucking go. I don't know. Like, what's the rush? You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Billy. I appreciate you. Appreciate you for the pink boy. We're almost a fifth of the way to naked snake. Oh my God. Keep the energy up so people can't see through the fucking mask. Thank you, Billy. Holy Ozone says, up at the cabin, going to the river for a week. Miss you, boy. Hell yeah, dude. I'm proud. I'm happy you're having a good time. Get the hell on it, DD dog on it. You're the man, dude. Thank you, Rob. I hope I see you soon, buddy. Karos. This anime waifu segment brought to you by Timu. Thank you, Karis. I hope you're doing well, man. I had your stream on the other night for a little while. Hope you're doing well. I just needed like somebody talking in the room without knowing I was there. So 20 likes from goal. What's up, Mandy? How you doing, baby? Hope you're doing well. And Birmingham Festival with 10 gifted memberships. Look at that. Oh my God. We're creeping towards the goals, boys. Oh my God. All right, boys. Thank you, Birmingham Festival. I appreciate you, dude. I love you. All right, dude. Let's have a good ass time. Let's have some fun. God, I don't even know what the fuck to say, bro. Ooh, we gotta focus in. We gotta focus. So yeah, we gotta focus. We gotta look forward, man. Oof. Where am I? Fuck, dude. Let's start off with this. Okay. All right. So let's see what's going on here. We're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be fun. All right. Okay. Fun is what it is. How you doing, Fire Goddess? Hope you're doing well. So first and foremost, we're talking about asmongold before we move on to the MasterCard debacle and the Wikipedia debacle and the Roblox debacle. We're gonna get all to that stuff. We're gonna have a good time. Derpy says, you okay? I don't know, man. I am in a weird spot. Like, it's hard like fighting back sometimes, but bro, I'm seeing fucking creators put up like streams and videos where like they'll have like a 2-minute intro to a video, by the way, a video. And it's like a like music intro that's like 2 minutes long, and like the algorithm is pushing it, and it's unwatchable, and it's wild. I don't know what's going on. It's dealing with me. It's getting me lit up a little. Like I could like put up a video of me curing cancer while skydiving, and like it wouldn't fucking matter. I could stream that I'm jumping off a cliff live to my death, and like you know what I'm saying? It's I don't know. Anyways, fuck that. I'm not trying to do that this show, boys. I'm not trying to do that. Let's have a good time. I'm stressed out, and I'm tired of being stressed out, and I kind of want to sleep a little while. All right, here we go. Let's talk about Mr. Roach King himself. Let's have a good time doing it, boys. All right, 15 likes till 100, boys. Make sure you guys are commenting on the show. I mean, in the chat. I apologize. If you're not, your views are no longer counted. That's how YouTube works now. Yeah. So, what's up, Arctic Sphinx? How you doing, baby? Let's see what our boy has to say today. And straight into the episode. Yeah. If I get in too bad of a headspace, I'll just end the fucking stream. So you don't have to worry about it. It might just happen randomly. I'm in like a bad one, man. And I know I've said that before in the past, but let's start this.
Extended a break from streaming 6+ months.
Freddie, please.
It's inevitable at this point. Cites his dad's health. What the?
Like I'm fucking fried. I'm totally fried. I do my best to be live every day and to be as consistent as I can be. But like,
dude, this is the big issue with Asmongold's content is that.
Oh, this is fucking Tectone. Wait, hold on. No, this is Asmongold. I'm so confused. I'm so confused.
He like goes so hard for so long until he runs the goddamn brakes off the trains.
No, I do.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he goes live every day for
That's
like
right.
6 to 8 hours.
That's right.
Every fucking day.
That's right.
And the problem is that would be fine if he was doing other things outside of content creation. But I know for a fact that he's fucking not.
I don't have time.
You can't. You can't. You know, like when I started racing, I had to take this is probably what killed my channel, by the way, because algorithms are ebbed and flowed for 6 months. So if you take too many breaks, YouTube will literally kill your channel because they're like, okay, this guy's done. We're done with him. And the issue is they don't realize. I mean, it's a fucking algorithm, or it's a company. They don't care, but they don't realize creators the like ungodly amounts of stress that they go through when they they're like, hey, we saw that you had 1.6 million views in October, and you're like, oh cool, yeah. And they're like, all right, cool. In November you had 500,000. In December you had 500,000. In January you had 300,000. And then in February it's like, okay, I got to take, like, in January I took 4 days off from streaming, and then in February I got to take like fucking another 8 days off from streaming. And YouTube's like, oh, okay, cool. And then you go from like 1,000 concurrent to like 80 or 50. And it doesn't come back, by the way. It's terrifying. And the only way to solve this issue is to stream 24/7. And then eventually the algorithm will come back to you, but you have to stream 24/7. And I'm having to like come to terms with, do I want to do this? Because I don't know if I want to stream fucking 7 days a week. I don't think I want to do that, you know? But it's gotten to that point where the machine is so like grindy and self-aware. And this applies to Asmongold, by the way. But the grind is so heavily focused on that YouTube has completely made itself so efficient that if you are not one of these people that stream 7 days a week, then you don't get recommendations anymore. That's why you'll notice, like, out of nowhere, like this other guy I talk to all the time. He went from streaming like twice a week, and he had like 600 concurrent, to streaming like 7 days a week. And Cecil started streaming like almost 7 days a week. And, you know, Ethan started streaming almost 7 days a week. I think Ethan streamed for like 21 days straight at one point, right? And they continue to have a decent concurrent. But if you take one day off, YouTube's like, we're done with that guy. And it makes it to where if it's even my off day, like if it's Thursday, by the way, if it's Thursday, I lay there at 7 p.m. I get home from the gym on a Thursday at 7 p.m. and I'm so stressed out because I'm not streaming that night because it's my off day. And I'm like, well, what do I do? Like, do I just sit up here for the rest of my life and stream every day? I don't think I can do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's stressful, man. It's brutal. And because it's not like a normal job, right? You can't just take a week off and you get paid for it and you go back and everything's the same. No, if you took a week off from YouTube, you're fucked. You're dead. Your next stream will have like 10 people in it. Because, and it's not because people aren't clicking on your stream. My click-through rate for my streams has never changed. It's been the same forever. It's always like 8 to 12%. All of my streams. But that does not matter. Because I took a few days off last quarter. And the last year, actually. Right? And actually, to get more transparent on it, like I usually make, because I stream, you know, 3 days a week, 4 days a week. Before I was racing, I would make about 150 grand a year. And when I started racing, obviously I had to take like half the fucking week off every week. And I got down to like 60 grand. And that's probably factored in. So YouTube's like, well, he had a 70% drop in revenue, or probably not that much, 50% drop. So they're like, okay, we're going to give no notifications for that channel anymore, right? So it's like I'm at the point where I'm like, I have to decide whether I'm going to be done or stream 24/7. And I haven't really decided. And that's kind of like why I'm in a weird headspace, because I'm like, fuck, am I going to really have to do this? I'm going to have to do this 24/7. I don't think I can do it. I don't, you know what I'm saying? And Hail Pete's King. Is that my boy? Hold on. Hail Pizza says, what do you want to do? I don't know. I would like to do streaming, but it's getting to a point where you have to do it 24/7 to survive. And I don't think I can do it. Yeah. Cecil streams like 3 times a day now. Right. So, yeah. Hell Page King says, it doesn't sound like you want to. Well, I want to stream, or I want to do content like normal. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 to 3 videos a week, 3 streams a week, which is 7 entries a week plus 4 shorts. That's 11 pieces of content a week. That's no longer viable. Like you have to put out like 30 pieces of content per week. You know what I'm saying? And I don't. I'm at like a crossroads to where I'm like, do I do it or not? Right? And like it's kind of why I'm in a lame headspace. We had 100 likes, by the way. By the way, Mandy, Craig, God, I love that guy. I miss Craig. Craig, I miss you. I hope he can hear me. Craig said he loves you. Craig's their bulldog. He's a beautiful man. But to give you guys a kind of a peek into the headspace, it's so hard to convey the perspective. And it's probably why so many creators struggle with mental health, because you live and die by the number. It doesn't matter the number. You live and die by it. And I have completely stopped looking at YouTube Studio, and I've stopped looking at it for months. I do not open it because I know that I'm like, okay, here we go. I'm going to open this and it's going to ruin my whole week if I open this. Right. And it's funny because every now and then, I used to do that. I actually made that a habit a couple years ago to not look at it, because I noticed this really early on in content creation, probably like 6 months in. And I was like, I got an idea. I'll just not do that. I won't open it anymore. And I remember I was putting out videos like normal. And somebody messaged me and said, hey, congrats on that Lowe's video. And I was like, what are you talking about? And I go look at it, and it had like 200,000 views. And I was like, oh, shit. Right? I had no idea. It was like 5 days in. I had no idea because I stopped looking at it. And then the channel started doing like kind of really consistently well. So I started looking at it again, and it fucking fucked that all up. Now I can't do that anyway. Right? So at any rate, I love you, Mandy. I appreciate you so much. Let's continue. Make sure you guys like the stream. I really appreciate you guys hanging out. And I'm just being transparent. Like I'm not like pissed or anything. I'm just trying to explain like headspaces and what's involved, and it kind of relates to this right here. Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. I need to learn how to, like, Sledge texted me today. I think Sledge texted me today and said I need to learn how to be happy with how my life is. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but I'm always wanting to go higher and harder and more because I don't know how to stop doing that. I'm at the point where like every avenue I take, I push real hard, and I'm like, I hit a brick wall on 100% of everything I try to go for. I hit a brick wall every time. No pun intended. And it's starting to like eat at me. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to. I'm used to like working really hard on a thing, and I kind of get positive feedback, and it does well. And I'm at a point where like it doesn't really matter what I do. It's like everything falls apart, and it's just starting to like fucking get to my ass, you know. And I'm trying to like survive that. Big shout out, 11 members out of 100. Love you, Vermin Infested. And 110 out of 500 for Negative Snake. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. Let's continue the show.
What he does when he ends the stream is most likely lay down in his cocoon on his bed and then go on the phone.
Yes.
But what I really feel, once again, obviously, I think it's a very good idea for Asmon. And this is not even my place to fucking say, but I'm just saying this as gut reaction to seeing this the first time. I feel like it's very good that he's willing to take time off for his dad, and God bless them both, and I hope they're all okay, and I hope Paul has a speedy recovery, and I hope he's all fine. But Asmongold needs to understand that, like, even if his dad is fine, and I hope that he is, the rate that Asmongold is streaming and making content is not sustainable. Like, he's streaming so long, so much every day.
I've had my dad tell me the same thing, and like other people tell me the same thing, that I do too much, and I ignore other parts of my life. This is just
100%. That's the point. Is to do so, you can't have a life, and it's not ever been like that, right? Like I was telling Pizza King, who, by the way, I think was here like day one. I think Hell Pizza King, who was in the chat a minute ago, my boy. I think I played WoW with him. I might be wrong. I can't remember. It's been so long, but like back then, you could just do your schedule and you could put out your videos. And there was like a video, I think 2 videos ago or 3 videos ago, and I went through and looked at the edit, and it was one of my best videos I've ever done. I was like, God, this is fucking awesome. You know, and it had a high ass click-through rate, and I was like, this is awesome. And it got no views. And I'm like, fuck, this is crazy. And I have a group chat with a bunch of creators who all create, and they're anywhere from 20K subs to like 1 million in this group chat. And we're sharing our analytics, and like there's people in that group chat that have a 6% click-through rate, and they get 200,000 views on their videos no matter what. And I'm like, I get like a 12% click-through rate, and I can't even get past $3,000 on videos anymore. 12% click-through rate, by the way, is like unbelievably high. It's like top 0.01% of YouTube, and I still, you know, I'm just that's the annoying part. I'm like, damn, this video is really doing well in the algorithm, or not the algorithm, but on the feed, and it doesn't even matter. It's fucking crazy. And I'm like, damn, I don't know if I can force myself into this. It's hard. It's hard, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's just constantly feeling like a failure, even though I'm not, and I know people don't see it that way, and it just, you know, you feel like it, and it's it really eats at you over the course of months. It fucking eats at your ass. You know what I'm saying? Scaly! Oh my God! My man! Fucking Scaly has joined the party. Oh my word, Scaly. 160 out of 500 for Snake. Harder, higher, faster, longer. Otherwise, you can destroy some zombies with your boys. That is true. Oh, sorry. So Trump won. Your name makes me funny, makes me laugh. It makes me funny. Oh my God, Jesus! Somebody put me on misery. What's click-through rate? Click-through rate is the percentage of the time somebody clicks on your video when it appears on their feed. So basically, 1 out of every 10 people that saw my video clicked on it. Most creators, it's 1 out of like 20 or 30, and they get like unbelievable amounts of views. And I'm not saying that like fuck them and like woe is me. I'm saying, where's the disconnect? And it's so hard to like, it's so hard to iron out where the disconnect is and like, what are you doing wrong? And the answer is nothing. You're doing nothing wrong. It's just your channel specifically is It's in their it's in their algorithm like black mark. You know what I'm saying? For example, I have a video on my other channel that got 200,000 views like last week. That's the difference. Is my other channel that has 14,000 subs that I don't even post on is getting hit with the algorithm right now. I streamed on it like 3 weeks ago and had 200 people watching, and I was playing a fucking game. The algorithm is so messed up for established channels, and mine is getting hit so hard, and it doesn't make sense. And it's like you feel like you're hitting your head against a brick wall. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Tyrese? Tyrese Ann. Thank you, Scaly. I love you. Billy says for the naked snake, but it sucks. YouTube's getting harder than it was before. I know some short streamers who stream for 9 hours a day. Yeah. So the only thing you can do is just keep pushing forward. But that's easier said than done. Like unlike Law Student said, it's just easier said than done. Sometimes it's like it's so hard to make yourself do it anymore. Thank you, Billy. I love you. Thank you, Scaly.
This is very common criticism I get.
With like you guys gotta understand. Okay, you're gonna say, oh, he's a streamer. Who cares?
It's a matter of just time. That's it.
I'm gonna tell you something that Asmongold will never tell you, and I mean this unironically. Asmongold says that he's humble, but he genuinely is a humble guy.
Oh geez, I should have pre-watched this. All right, let's go.
Asmongold streams for 6 to 8 hours almost every.
Tectone be sucking them off. That's nice of him though. You know, it's like two real people. You know, I feel like Asmongold's probably the realest creator, which is why he resonates so much with so many people. You know, if you weren't here, what would you be doing? Oh, I don't know. Working retail somewhere, man. You know, working retail. Back to the old grind.
Single fucking day. This isn't like easy fucking retard content where I'm booting up Fortnite every day and grinding with 3 of my buddies. This is like talking about serious issues going on in the world, high stress content, dealing with every people like scum retards like Hassan, coming at him every single day, calling him a pedophile and accusing him of killing his own mother.
Forgot all about
it's
that.
It's a very stressful thing that Asmon does. It is. Yeah. From streamer to streamer, it's a very stressful thing. And what's more than that is then he also has to be on top of the 5 videos that get uploaded, 5 videos max to his main channel, and the 5 videos max to his side channel that runs every day, where he has to stay on top of his editors. Okay, that's already a shit.
I'm lucky enough that my editors basically just do their own thing. Like I very, very minimal oversight.
Now I do know that Asmon's at least attempting to do 30 minutes of walks every day. And oh my god, guys, I even heard he's actually drinking cups of water.
I do every day.
Jesus.
I do.
That's big.
I drink water.
But the other thing is he's also running companies.
So Asmongold is putting out 100 videos minimum a month. And when creators like start going towards that algorithmic path, any creator that's not doing that's immediately punished. And it's like raising the bar. You know what I'm saying? It's like becoming an athlete. It's like you're a social media athlete at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's like a completely different form of like strenuous activity. You know what I'm saying? It's brutal. I tell you.
Behind the scenes, he's a head figure in a lot of companies that he helps run. And I'm gonna mean this genuinely. And Asmongold will never tell you this. Asmongold works with idiots. He does. And what these people do is they say, Daddy, Asmongold, what the fuck do we do? And then Asmongold tells them what to do, and then they do it. Now, there's a lot of people that can pretend that they're on the same level as Asmon in these meetings, but they're fucking not. Every meeting I've ever been a part of in my entirety of working with Asmon was, Asmon says what to do, and the other people fucking listen. And that's just how it goes. Now, I've never been in any leadership position alongside Asmon. Obviously, I am in a leadership position in another company, but it's not with Asmon. And we don't need to talk about that. It doesn't matter. But that's every single thing that I've seen when Asmon.
See, that's my mistake. So many YouTubers just have like companies. What company should I start? Now, to be fair, it's probably companies that are branching out and starting like a new program and then getting popular streamers to just sign on as a part owner so they can use that as a jumping off point. Right. So that's the point, you know,
in a leadership position and I was in a talent position. He says what to do and then people fucking do it. And that is a very stressful thing. There's a lot of people that rely on Asmongold's word to do
a bit of clarification.
Tectone be sucking them off. Paris says, why the heck did I come to this? See, click-through rate. Right? It's fucking the click-through rate's good, right? It's just the algorithm is not. Well, I appreciate you, Paris, for hanging out. Hope you're doing well, man. I uploaded a video about kids watching brain rot. God, this is brain rot. So this is right in the same wheelhouse. Welcome to the brain rot stream. Oh my God.
I never tell people what to do. I simply suggest what I think the best outcome is, and people choose to listen or not. And Tectone can confirm this. I don't tell anybody what to do. I simply say, this is what I think we should do. This is the right option to take.
Do anything, to operate for anything. And even when I was in a moment of stress, I immediately reached out to Asmon, and he provided me some clarity, of which I will never turn my back on him. I will never stab my back, or I will never stab his back, because what Asmon's done for me, I will remember for the rest of my life. Even if Asmongold hates me, I won't even care, because of how good this guy has been to me my entire life. I will always be grateful for how much that he.
See, this is why I like Tectone, because that's a real thing. There is almost no one out there that does this anymore. Right? I've been doing content creation for 6 years, and we've had up and downs. I've had trending streams with 30,000 concurrent, and I've had fucking 40 people in my streams, right? It just depends on the month of the day, or the subject matter, or the algorithmic push, right? But here's the issue. There has been so many people in my past that fucking dropped me like a rock. Content creators, by the way, not like normal ass people. Normal, and I'm not saying normal ass people are like lesser. I'm just saying, they're not content creators, right? And content creators have their own little group of people. Like, no matter what profession you get in, like, there's going to be people doing the same thing, and they're going to have their own little groups, and content creators do. And there has been so many content creators that drop me like a rock because of a random beef that I wasn't even involved in, right? I'm pretty much left with like 8 people now, and they're the true blue people that will talk to me forever. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them don't like each other, but they still talk to me, right? So like that's the name of the game, and that's just how it is. And so, I mean, sometimes I deserve it. I'm sure, but other times it's just, oh, you're friends with this person, therefore I will never talk to you again. So Tug Simp. Oh, trust me, Tug Simp. I battle with that every single day. Time to give up racing, stream more, stream is your job. If you work part-time, you get less money. Yeah, sure. And that's one of the things weighing on my mind is a lot of people, I love you, Cisco. A lot of people don't realize how high stress like racing in NASCAR is. Not being in the car. Being in the car is the easiest part. The other parts are you have to pay 20 grand by Friday, right? Or there's other people offering money for rides, and you got to hope your sponsors are going to pay, and you got to, and all those things, and it's just you're basically balancing with trying to just be able to pay your mortgage. That's kind of what my life is like. And before I got into racing, that was not a thing, right? I had a really sizable savings account, not anything crazy, but like enough to where I didn't have to worry at all, right? But now it's like I'm like one mortgage away from like zero every month. So that being said, no, I agree with you, and that's something I battle with every single day. There's a lot of things in my mind. There's so many moving pieces, and it's frustrating. Oh, Rage says, why don't you make a channel where you do racing content? Well, what would I even upload on it, right? It costs so much money to do content like that. I bought a supercharger for my truck. Well, I don't have $4 grand to do that. Oh, what if the video doesn't even, no one watches it, right? So you're like in a bad position. People that generally start making car content are already multimillionaires when they start, right? It's the age-old adage to how do you make money in like racing or cars? You start with a fortune, right? You start with 100 million and you end up with 1 million. That's how you make money in racing. Thank you. PS2 Chipper, where's the beef? Where's the beef? All right, let's continue. Make sure you guys like the stream. I appreciate you guys so much. And we're 100. Oh, we got to add 2 to that. We are already 11 members into the 100-member goal. And we're 172 from the naked snakes. Oh, yeah. Sell nudes? Oh, I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna go on a super diet in November and get shredded and probably just start an OnlyFans. Start selling pictures of my balls. Yeah, Tug Simp, I agree with everything you're saying. I've been there. Like, trust me, I lay. You know, you guys want to hear something, and I'm not being woe is me at all. Become a stripper. Yeah, dude. We're gonna do it together, bro. All right. Come on, Paul. We're doing it together. So you guys want to hear something that sucks? I have not slept in like 3 days. And I'll lay in bed until 6 a.m. till the sun comes up, and I'll like look at the ceiling, and I'll be scrolling on my phone. And then I'll blink and it will be 7:30, you know? And I'm like, oh shit, did I fall asleep? And then I can't go back to sleep. So I get up and I eat breakfast and I'll like sip on a Monster, and then I'll get drowsy at like 11. And then I'll sit on the couch and I'll doze off for probably 30 seconds. No shit, by the way. And then I'll wake up and then I go to the gym, and that's how it's been for the last 3 years. Or sorry, 3 days. Could you imagine? 3 days, man. 3 days. It's been rough. It's been a while, man. Billy Cody's one of the better racers in current year, and he's the reason I go to Daytona. Other races like Talladega. It's been a lot of fun, dude. It's been a lot of fun. Sounds like depression. You don't say. You don't say. All right. Whoo. All right. Thank you. All right, boys. Thank you so much. There you are. I appreciate you. Thank you, Billy. I love you. I love you. I appreciate you. You're on my sleep schedule now. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh my God.
It's helped me. And I hope that I've helped him even 1% of how much he's helped me. I greatly appreciate this guy. I do. He's a good ass dude. And that's why I constantly fuck over my own reputation by having this guy's back no matter what, which some people say is a horrible quality of mine, that I always have my friends back, but I do.
I do the same thing. Actually, I do. Yeah, I feels back. Like, yeah, that's it.
Even if you don't.
Beavernator, I'm going to have to ask you to elaborate on this. You had reconstructive surgery on your face? What? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like me. If you've been good to me, I will always be good to you. Always.
Sure.
Let's keep going here. And by the way, I understand that Asmon feels this pressure to be live 24/7 because he feels like he's letting his community down if he's not. But I really...
Yeah, I think so. And it's also like, I mean, for doing daily news, I think people really want to see it. I mean, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, he's right about that. I mean, in terms of like being in a leadership position, I don't really make as many decisions as I used to. Previously, I mean, again, I think that obviously all decisions are going to be a group effort. I don't like to take credit for decisions being made. You know, of course,
love you, Sledge.
You know, sometimes that's what happens, but I just try to do my best to, you know, play a role and help people know what to do, right? I mean, that's it. And so, yeah, it's that simple.
Feel like he could shorten his stream hours to just do 4 hours a day, or just stream for 4 days a week for 6 hours.
I might have to.
Completely fine. Just have scheduled days off. But this going live every single fucking day.
Yeah, I'm going to have 2 days tomorrow, next week that I'm going to have to take off. I just found that out yesterday.
Not sustainable. Okay, Asmon needs to get to a point in his life where he's ready to, because I know Asmon does want kids. I think it's time for him to find a woman that's...
Oh, no, what did my dad pay?
I hate to be the guy who said it.
Oh, jeez, my dad
But
paid
I think it's time for Asmon to find a actual good
Did Tectone talk to Asmongold's dad or something? Is that still happening right here?
woman this time.
Oh, God.
Who actually likes him.
Real quick, every girl that I've dated, publicly, they're angels. They're great people. They're amazing people. It was not them. It was me. Everything was my fault. Nothing was their fault. Do not get mad at them. They were nice. There's nothing. It was all me. Okay.
And treat them
Sure,
well.
pre-watch.
But obviously,
Oh, man.
it's not my place. To
No.
say. But from an outsider's perspective,
Oh,
you know,
God.
I just feel he often says no mere mortal can live with Asmongold.
I do say that.
And it's true, unless you were to pick up your fucking house, or even better, move and get maids. All right, let's keep going here.
And it is getting really hard for me to do.
Every single fucking day, or at least I try to, is to keep people at least.
You said you had reconstructive surgery because you get spasms from nerve damage and your bite force crushed your jaw. Oh my God, dude. That is insane. I'm sorry, dude. Whew, that's rough.
Moderately informed on what's going on and have somebody to talk about current event with. But
Yeah,
man,
sure.
As it goes on break, it's fucking boring as shit, bro. It is. It is
Because there's
boring
no
as
drama. There's no. I'm not creating problems anymore.
shit.
That's
no
it.
one will ever fill up his boots. No one.
No, I mean, I just stop dating content creators. My opinion. I don't want to discuss my dating life. I just don't want to.
People love that shit. That's like the one thing I've kept. I've been pretty decent at keeping private for a long time. Cypher owns. What's good, man? Haven't been here in a while. Hope everything's going well for you overall. Are you still gaming at all? If so, what are you playing? I was playing the living dicks off of Elden Ring. But I am in that weird spot where I can't turn on a game right now. You know what I'm saying? So thank you, dude. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm just in a spot. I have like constant super bad headaches every day, all day. Slamming ibuprofen, bro. Thank you, Cypherones. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
It's been really bad. And I don't even want to, but I feel like life circumstances and what's been happening to me in my personal life, I just don't see a way to do all that and not fucking continue killing myself, right?
No, genuinely. Like, everything I just said that he did, stream, manage 2 separate editing teams, upload 10 videos a day, run companies, be the figurehead of those companies every single time, because he just gets it. Try to do a little bit of exercise, take care of himself, and on top of all of the drama and all of the bullshit that gets slung his way, and his dad has cancer. Trust me, I know how hard it is to go live and deal with. I mean, trust me, guys. If there's anybody who understands having shit slung at you every single fucking day,
I know people might not believe this, but I actually don't give a fuck about what people say about me. It doesn't matter. Like,
yeah, I'm kind of the same way. But yeah, one of the craziest things about streaming is what people don't know is going on in your life at all. And you have to go streaming with these major things happening in the back of your mind 24/7 that you can't fix nor turn off. And then you have to like stream and be high energy and force a smile and like laugh and cut up. And it is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. And I'm really good at it. And it's been like, it's been getting to me even. And I'm like, fuck, this is wild. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe this is getting to my ass too. So, you know.
Read a comment and I'll be like, okay, this is another comment that says I killed my mom. Like, yeah, okay, whatever. Like, I don't even really think about it because it's just like, it's made by some idiot, right? And like, this person doesn't know me. Like, they don't know like what's going on. Like, why would I even think about this or give a fuck? I mean, I probably cared whenever I was younger, but I mean, in general, it's not that big of a deal.
At the guy who's been getting more shit slung at him.
It's gonna you a little. It's weird.
Like, you gotta understand, per the amount of viewers that I have, the amount of mainstream appeal that people have toward me to shit on me every single day for things that I've never done. I think pound for pound, I am the streamer who gets the most shit. Pound for pound. The streamer who gets the most shit in this room. It's insane.
Yeah, a lot of people hate Tectone for no reason.
It's literally psychotic.
People hate Tectone because he's loud and bald. That's the reason why.
Oh, he's bald. That is a reason to hate somebody. Let's be completely honest. It's legitimate bald. You sir are very bald. Yeah, dude. It's wild. You actually, you know, to be fair, it's pretty wild how much hate I get for somebody that's like the size I am. And I'm not talking about like weight. I'm talking about like I'm a very, very, very small streamer. And the amount of hate I get is unbelievable. And I've never cared about it. It's never bothered me. It still doesn't to this day. It just gets really old when people like contact your family and contact the police. And it's, I don't know. It's weird, man. It's so hard to explain. Like, how do you deal with stuff like that? People like constantly wanting you dead, and for lack of a better term, that's what they want. You know, all these people want you dead, which it doesn't really make sense because their entire like point of living is to have drama content fueled by you, but they irrationally want you to be killed. And that's it's a very small percentage of people, but they do exist, right? I deal with that 24/7. 24/7. I'll have people DMing me or and I've even stopped reporting their accounts because it's so often. I'll get it on Instagram. I got like 1,000, or I shouldn't say 1,000. I got like 200 followers on Instagram the other day. I don't really know why. But there's just people in my DMs that want me to die. Like 24/7. They're like, you made a joke on your podcast in 2021 and I want you dead. And I'm like, oh, shocking. Next, when's the next one coming? You know, and it's never really bothered me, the wanting you dead part. It's just, you know, you're like, I don't know. I'm like a nobody. Why are you messaging me, man? It's so strange. And I don't know. It's starting to not be clear, the motivation anymore. You know, it's the motivation for it it's not even clear anymore to me. You know, Is it fueled by other people? Is it fueled by like a Discord, or is it fueled by like a Reddit, or is it fueled by like it's? And every single time I see something like that, it's literally fake, and it's people angry at something fake. And instead of even just Googling it for a second, they just like DM me and want me dead. And I'm like, did you even Google this at all? No, shocking, right? And then they'll message my family, and they'll message people that haven't talked to in 5 years, and they'll message people that don't even sponsor me in racing anymore. They'll message those people for some reason. It's just it's wild. It's you just, I mean, obviously you turn it off, but it's so I don't know. You know what I think it is? I think the reason why it gets you in like a bad headspace is because you're forced to see for yourself how brutally awful humanity is, and it sucks to have to come to terms with that because you are that, and you don't see yourself like that. I see myself as like a normal ass dude. I care about the people I care about. I try to do right by everybody I can. And when you're forced to see every day that there's living, breathing people out there that want violence, they want chaos, and they just want everyone dead around them. And you're like, damn, man, it's just it's kind of like a hard realization you have to come to, and then you can ignore it for a while, and then of course the death threats come again, and you're like, fuck you. And it's not the death threats themselves. You're like, those don't matter. I get it. But it's the like having to be faced with the realization again that God, people are just, or they're just bad. They're generally bad. People are generally bad. And I did not think that until I streamed for like a year, right? Like a year into streaming, after my first 2 or 3 controversies, I was like, damn, people are generally bad. They're just generally bad. And it's brutal. It's like kind of like puts you in a weird headspace. You're like, is there a point in continuing on and like existing in humanity with everybody else when everybody wants you dead around you, And I don't know. And look, it's outweighed because the people that are nice to you and the people that care about you and the people that support you, they don't message you. Now, they're not supposed to. That's fine. They're not obligated to do that, and I wouldn't expect them to. But the thing is they don't reach out to you, and it gets heavily outweighed by the like people that want you dead and like message your family and get you swatted, right? And it's so outweighed by that stuff, and it just you kind of get in the headspace like, damn, everybody hates me all the time, and you're like, fuck, man, it's boring. It gets old. Anjali, keep relationships off public platforms. That invades criticism, especially when you tell them too much. Oh yeah, I used to hang out with a person several years ago, and they got fired from their job because I said their name or something, not their full name either. I just said their first name, and they got fired from their job because trolls went after them, just because they know me. That's it. Nothing else. They just know me, and that is just the fact that. Keep in mind, you think people hate you for a reason, right? Oh, well, it's a reason they hate me, right? But they go after people around you that have nothing to do with you because they just exist. What do? Nothing. They just they hate you, so they want it to destroy anybody that even knows you, right? Thank you, Anjali. I love you. I love you. We're almost halfway to Naked Snake. Billy says, I almost got doxxed by a group of people I thought were friends, but thankfully they're long gone now. Yeah, dude. It happens. Say my name. Say my name. Thank you, John Harris. I love you, dude. Yep. Well, I mean, think of it this way, Ants Hightower. The loudest people are the ones that are going to complain. And I've known that since the retail days, right? They're like, we want you to have a 5 stars out of 5 stars reviews for your store. So make sure you tell people to fill out the survey. The issue is the only people filling out the survey are people that are angry at you. The people that are happy with you, they don't have a reason to fill out the survey, which is why I always thought surveys were meaningless, and I still do. It's like the only people that are going to ever file a survey are people that don't like you. And then sometimes they won't understand that a 5 is good. They think a 1 out of 5 is good. So you just get fucked up from both sides, you know? Yeah, exactly, Rob Woodring. You right there. You right there, baby. Ashley. Oh my God. Ashley with a go, boy. Thank you, baby. Appreciate you. Look at Ashley coming in strong. Ashley's a huge supporter of mine. She also messages me randomly pictures of her dogs. Makes me feel good. Thank you, Ashley. All right.
It's not even about what he's saying. It's just about, it's not the message, it's the messenger. That's it. I know that because people react the same way to me in different ways.
My mental battle's been crazy. I'm like even getting like health debuffs. Like I have brain fog every single fucking day. I'm not as eloquent as
I went through that for a while.
However, right now, I will say I had a kale smoothie this morning, and I feel as chipper as a squirrel.
The fuck is kale? That's that green nasty shit,
right? Chipper, I'm not sure. Yeah, I feel good right now, but I understand that Asmon has to deal with a lot of this bullshit. On top of that, he has family health issues, which are very rough to deal with. The other thing is,
very serious.
I don't feel like continuing this line of rapport or line of dialogue, line of monologue, due to the fact that it's going to get very dark very quick. But obviously, everyone knows how much Asmon loves his paw, and his paw is an amazing human being. Let's keep going here.
Sure. And so, yeah, that's it. I don't know yet, but that's wait 6 months.
Yeah, dude, stuff gets dark real fast. Stuff gets dark real fast, bro. Yeah, this is how it is, man. It is how it is. You can't really stop it, you know, not all the time anyway. But stuff gets just too dark sometimes, and it's hard to get out of that headspace. And you kind of like the only way to get out of the headspace is you have to, something has to be positive. And when nothing is positive, like, you know what I'm saying? When nothing is positive, right, you know, for your life, that's immediately recognizable or in your face. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm bitching, but I'm trying to formulate what I'm trying to say in a concise manner, and I'm not doing a good job. So anyway, beep. Where the hell is it at? Sorry, there it is. Oh no, I'm about to throw up. Lean on me. Hey, what's up, Michael? How you doing, dude? Okay. Why can I not find the thing I had booked? I thought I had it bookmarked. I guess I don't. Let's look on to X. Thank you, Fire Goddess. Yeah. All right. Chibi. Let's see if Chibi made a video about this. Damn you, Chibi. You better have Chibi. What is this? What is this, Chibi? Chibi. Let's just watch the Chibi. Let's just pull up the Chibi. Oh, this is it. Yeah, this is it. Okay, cool. We found it. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Chibi, thank you, Chibi. Thank God for Chibi. Thank you, Chibi. I watch puppy videos to feel good. That's what I do. That's what I do. What's up, Agwong? How you doing, baby? Positivities for nerds. Yeah. All right. So Wikipedia, okay, lost their court battle to challenge the UK Online Safety Act, which means Wikipedia might be getting banned in the UK because Wikipedia is just you're able to look up statistics on Wikipedia, and statistics are the devil. El Claire says, although it may sound cliche, when things get dark for me, sometimes it helps to count my blessings, still breathing, standing. That's what I do. Oh my God. I did that last night, dude. Oh my gosh. I don't even want to talk about this because it sounds so stupid. But last night, I was in such a bad way, man. Oh my God. It was bad, dude. Fuck. I was sitting in bed and I was staring at the ceiling. And my mind is going 1,000 miles an hour in every direction. And it's all stress, like all of it. There's like different things and it's all stress, you know. And I was looking at the ceiling and I said, I closed my eyes, and I remember closing my eyes and squinting really, really hard. Right. And I squinted so hard as I stared at the ceiling, and I forced these thoughts into my brain. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I have a good life. You know, I'm making money. You know, I mean, not a lot of money, but I can pay my bills. You know, I'm, you know, I have a nice, stable place to live. You know, I have people that care about me. And it worked for like 20 seconds. But let's watch this video.
Challenge to UK Online Safety Act regulations. We really are witnessing the death of the internet, or at the very least, the death of the anonymous internet, because this isn't the only bad news that came out today. First off, we have stuff with TikTok, and where TikTok is now doing the exact same thing as YouTube is, where they are now implementing a AI algorithm, like a bot, to determine if your account is a child or an adult. And
keep in mind, TikTok and YouTube are not the same company, but they're doing the exact same thing. The UK has never had this much power. Has never had this much power. It's absolutely crazy how the UK has became the leader of everything that comes when it comes to censorship and legislation. Like somehow they were able to force every company on the face of the earth to do the same thing all at the same time. It's unbelievable, to be fair. My boy Anthony Leach says no Richmond. Yeah, I didn't have enough sponsorship support, and the team was kind of doing me a solid, letting me run it. And there was an opportunity for somebody else to get into the seat for some money, so they took that opportunity. And I'm totally cool with it because they need to make their nut, and they were doing me a solid anyway from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping they do well. But yeah, we'll be back. We're loosely working on a plan, but everything's kind of up in the air because we're at the end of the contract period. So we're just trying to figure out what we're doing moving forward. And I got all these teams reaching out to me, so I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do, and I don't want to think about it. I'm tired of thinking about it. It's all so stressful.
We know how these automated systems work, and it's apparently already being implemented around the world, and it's affecting people in the United States as well. This isn't strictly just attached to the United Kingdom or the EU. You have TikTok now joining in on the rampant surveillance and privacy evasion, which is not really surprising since TikTok is technically a Chinese app, but regardless of the point, we have a lot of these companies that are just diving into the invasion of privacy because it is a domino effect that is getting worse and worse. But then to add even more on to just this rampant bad news that we've been getting, we now have a list of how many countries in the EU is supporting the invasion of privacy, trying to read your messages, censor the internet, and just a bunch of other things in between.
We need a bill of rights, a digital bill of rights, like Arch said. Thank you, Helena, for the jag off hippo. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Helena. Make way. Wait, it's your birthday tomorrow? Oh my God. How is it everybody's birthday right now? Collard greens? Hell no, Anjali. I'm a white guy. Look how I eat collard greens. I say that because you're not a white guy. That's the point. It's the joke. I must clarify. Thank you, Helena. I appreciate you. Oh, I know that computer case. Facebook Insta keep trying to sell me. Oh, no. Is it in this ad?
You can see a bunch of them, a bunch of other things in between. You can see a bunch of them outlined right here, like Italy, Ireland, you have Portugal, you have Spain, you have, Sweden. You have a bunch of different countries in here, all in support of censoring the internet and knowing what you're doing at any given time and basically saying, think of the children. And the only countries that seem to be actually opposing this so far is just these three, the Netherlands, Poland, and Austria, which is just, it's very little in comparison to the amount of supporting. And then those that are undecided, you can see kind of right here. But let's get back into the main point where we started this video when it comes to Wikipedia. I would like to remind everybody that the law of the UK Online Safety Act started with the whole motivation and optics of think of the children, protect the children. Even in this article, if you go to the bottom, you have a statement from the government itself. The British government says the law is designed to protect children and remove illegal content. Technology Secretary Peters said those who want to overturn it were on the side of predators.
So, yeah, and remember, if anyone ever levies something against the people, an individual, a company, a political party, or anything like that, and the first words out of their mouth is they want to protect children, they're being disingenuous. If the first thing you see is a picture of a child crying when they're trying to tell you to do something, like to vote this way or to support this thing or blah, 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 they're being disingenuous. It's like when you're at Publix or Meijer or Walmart. I don't think Walmart does it. They might. But any company like that, and when you're at the register, it's like, do you want to donate the rest of your change to children? Right? It's the same thing. Because you can Google these organizations and these charity organizations, and you can see how much money that is donated actually goes to the people that should be receiving the money. And a lot of the time, it's such a low percentage that it's staggering. And the rest goes to administrative cost, i.e. the people on the board of the charity or organization, you know? So that's number one. Number one is you're not helping anybody. They're preying on your sympathy to get money. And number two is exactly what Pizza King brings up, is they're literally using those donations to use as write-offs so they don't have to pay any more taxes, or they pay lower taxes as a company, right? And they prey on normal people's sympathy. Billy, I'm so sick of the predator excuse to censor stuff on the web. Those people are evil, and they have skeletons in their closet. And I don't know, no one knows it. Before they put me in my coffin and close it, I'm going to expose it. I'm sick of the lies, and they refuse to say they want to censor us. Thank you, Billy. Appreciate you, Billy. 10 cents every dollar. You right? That's pretty close on average, probably. I think I looked up the statistics for it like a year ago. And the vast majority of organizations give less than 20% of their donations to the actual cause, and the rest go to administration costs, you know? And a lot of people don't know that. And they don't mean it's not that you should educate yourself. It's that they shouldn't take advantage of you. But they do. Everybody takes advantage of everybody every day, you know? Thank you, Billy. I appreciate you, buddy. I appreciate you, Billy. Almost halfway to Naked Snake. Can you feel it, boys? I can feel it.
So basically, what the government of the United Kingdom is doing, and I'm assuming EU is going to soon to follow, like the countries that are in support of these laws, are going to say, if you dare try to fight back for freedom of expression or to be able to just say what you want online, you're on the side of actual PDF files. Like, that's what side you're on. That's what these governments are trying to say. They're trying to gaslight everybody into that. And it's just outright despicable, because you're not going to tell me censoring Wikipedia is about helping and protecting children. Like,
censoring Wikipedia is to prevent people from looking up statistics online about assault, murder, sexual assault, demographics, all those things. And those things are there to just because it's public knowledge, it's public data, right? And there's governments out there, especially the UK, that don't want people to be able to look up, like, why is crime increasing? Right? They don't want people to have access to that because it might change the way people vote. And the people in power right now want to stay in power, right? They don't care about anybody. They don't care about children. It's never been about that, right? They just want to stay in power. And the best way to stay in power is to make laws that encourage people to continue to support you, right? I mean, you saw it with the last election. And the one before that, and the one before that, even in the U.S., you know, and the U.S. is kind of like supposed to be the leader of not doing these things. But even in the U.S., right, they'll try to put forth laws to prevent people to be able to research on their own and see what is actually happening in the areas that they live in or the country they live in. And they don't want you to know these things because they don't want it to influence your vote. That's why when and this is kind of like related, I guess. And I don't know your opinion on it, and I'm not trying to voice my opinion on it, but it's the same thing with voter ID laws, right? So you can present several reasons as to why voter ID laws should exist. And I think the vast majority of people support voter ID laws. I think it's like upwards of 70% now, maybe in the 80s now. And if you have access to be able to Google it, or ask questions even about it, then you can have your questions answered almost immediately, right? Well, the people are going to respond to you that support this idea, the fact that we shouldn't do it, and they'll tell you, they'll just say that you're like racist or something, right? And you probably aren't, and they use that as a shield. So the best way to get around even having to do that is to just make the information illegal, right? If you can't Google how many people without an ID voted in the last election, you won't be able to know anyway, right? If there's an immigration law from a specific country, which that happens a lot. Like, whatever government, will announce that they're bringing in 1 million people from Somalia or something because it's war torn or whatever, like refugees. And a year after that happens, you're like, man, things have kind of changed where I live. And you want to Google, what are the crime statistics in my city? And what are the demographics around it? You're going to find out pretty quick. It has a lot to do with, people assimilating. Is that a bad or a good thing? I don't know, but it's information that you could research if you wanted to. They don't want you to be able to research that because it might influence your next vote, right? That's the whole point. Regardless of not if you're for it or against it, even the fact that I even have talked about it means that I'm a Nazi, even though I've not said I'm for it or against it, right? But that being said, that's just how it is. And they want to prevent any of that information from ever getting out. They don't want people's eyes and ears to be able to influence their vote, right? Especially not their free speech. Holy shit. Please God, no, right? That's just how it be sometimes. Whew. I'm nauseous. All right. We are officially halfway to Naked Snake Boys, and it is Ashley says, I didn't send you pictures of my dogs. I sent you a picture of my ass today. I don't think that's true. A giant picture of a donkey from my house. I got it at Hobby Lobby. You sick fucks. I don't actually remember. It was definitely not a real ass. You probably did send me a donkey. I don't remember. Okay. If it was an ass, I would have remembered. Thank you, Ashley. I love you. I appreciate you. Ashley's so good to me. What a damn go boy. And then she said, M.A. Oh, M.A. We love M.A. Oh, Moogie. Thank you. Appreciate you. And then Anjali says, my aunt had breast cancer and learned that the SK Foundation is the biggest scam of all. I will be honest, if you want to help, don't give money to give your time. Yeah. If you want to actually help people, volunteer. That's like a hands-on volunteer. There are tons of Ronald McDonald houses and stuff. You can go and make food for people that are in really rough spots. That's actually helping, throwing money at it. You're literally just lining the pockets of somebody that runs whatever organization is in power. Thank you, Anjali. I love you. Anjali, halfway to Naked Snake. We actually made it halfway, boys. Number 494 is on the dock today. We're 11 members out of 100 today. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. All right. Yeah, Slosher, exactly. Local food banks is a good one, too.
Let's get to the bottom of this real quick. Let's just show an example here. Wikipedia is a source of information. Now, obviously, Wikipedia can be inaccurate at times. It can. There is definitely times where it has been. There is history and records. If you go back, you could find it. But the point is that in general, Wikipedia is used as a source of finding out data. For instance, maybe about historical figures, finding out stuff about games, maybe dates and when things were released. Basically, a paper trail. It is to learn. It is to know what happened in the past. Sometimes there's inaccuracies, but for the most part, you can get a lot of solid information from Wikipedia. And the fact that this site that is just literally about research and for basically students or college grads or people that are adults to learn about things is being censored by the UK government, it's very obvious it was never about protecting children. I mean, we already knew this. It's very obvious.
Yeah.
But the fact that you have the operator losing the court challenge says enough. That the whole purpose of this is to censor information, to censor the spread of information, to censor people from researching about things or talking about things that the government does not want you to talk about. You know what this actually sounds like? Just straight up, I want to be blunt. It sounds like China. It sounds exactly like China. Like we want to.
Well, to be fair, a lot of people in the West will tell you that we should be like China, right? We should be. We should censor everything. That's what we should do. A lot of people would say that, you know, and the UK is leading the way. And the craziest thing about UK is the fact that the UK somehow, now I don't know, it's probably something to do with banking and like shadow organizations, but there's definitely a conspiracy here, you know, but the fact that the UK themselves, which to be fair, the UK really hasn't had any, I don't think, world power pool in like 200 years, but they somehow have got the entire globe to follow this exact same idea, the UK's Online Safety Act. The America, every company in America is starting to adhere to the UK's Safety Online Act. Keep in mind, America is not in the UK, right? It's not part of the UK. It's very interesting, but where every company is getting on board with it. Like, how is there not one company that's like, no, we're not going to do this? Like, make a statement, you know?
Token meme about China, but legit, what we're seeing the British government do, what UK is doing, and what EU and other countries are trying to follow right now is to stop you from talking about certain topics, to arrest you if you talk about certain topics. For instance, like example here, what Britain has been really trying to push is like if you talk about mass migration, for instance. And so in this case, it reminds me so much of China with Tiananmen Square. It does. Anyone that knows their history knows about that. It literally feels the exact same. The UK government does not want you to talk about certain things, and they are going as far as they can to make sure you don't. And there is no reason to censor a site like this. It is just very obvious. It's very transparent that what they're trying to do. And it is absolutely insane to me that there is probably just people that are rolling over and accepting this around the world. There is people. I've seen.
Well, it's the fact that people are just yes men. You know, everybody's a yes man, especially anybody that's in any position of power. They want to stay in power. So they'll say yes to anything at any given point, especially if there's somebody being threatened, right? There's not many people out there that will stand behind you and back you up, especially if there is money involved. If there's money involved, you best damn believe that most people will drop you like a sack of shit, right? They'll drop you like a sack of shit if there's money involved. So many people will do that. And it's almost non-avoidable. And in an age of social media, that is so enhanced that it's kind of unfathomable. We live in a new age where we have a direct line of contact to everybody's personal life, basically in 4K immediately. So that being said, you know, people can dislike or bandwagon and, you know, pretty much socially ostracize anybody. And if there's clout to be had, especially for like normal people, like everybody will drop you immediately. And you'll have 100 people that were behind you when you're on top. And when you get to rock bottom, you'll have one left. Maybe. Right? And it doesn't even have anything to do with whatever is going on in your life, right? It's pretty scary, you know? And it's just people, it's like self-preservation. Billy says, it's sad how no one is siding with us, and I have a feeling that WEF is doing shit. They've been making up stupid rules for years, and everybody follows what the WEF does. The World Economic Forum. What a strange thing that is, isn't it? What a strange thing the World Economic Forum is. It's spooky. Isn't that Klaus Schwab? Klaus Schwab? Jesus. Hell Pizza King, my sweet Lord, with a $250 super chat. My God. Damn, son. Look at this crazy bastard. It's so 2019 in here, Mr. Paul. I think it was my second stream ever. I just want to give you guys some context to Mr. Hell Pizza King here. A lot of people consider themselves OGs, and a lot of you are. Hell Pizza King was in my second stream of all time, because my first stream I didn't even know what I was doing, and then I did a second stream I think the next day, and Hell Pizza King was in there, and he slang some Red Boys, and I was like, holy shit, I can't believe. I think I cried like a little bitch. And that was 6 years ago. That's crazy. I appreciate you, brother. I love you, dude. I really appreciate that. I appreciate you hanging out and supporting your boy. I do. And the fact that you're still here. And I mean, you're not here all the time, but you're still like, hey, man, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that. And I hope you're doing well, brother. And I wish I could be more higher energy for you. And, but at any rate, thank you, dude. I appreciate that. That is Naked Snake 494 in a row in one hit with a huge red boy. A fat, pulsating red boy. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that, dude. I really, really do. We need to play WoW again. I've been wanting to play it, but it's hard. Thank you. Thank you, man. I literally don't know what to say, man. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. I appreciate that. God, what a crazy boy. Appreciate you, man. Mr. Hell Pizza King, we love you. We appreciate you. Thank you. Naked Snake. Oh, don't say nothing. I'll say everything. Deadpool Dub says Metal Gear Solid Sons of Liberties predicted this. Thank you, Deadpool Dubs. I appreciate you. Yeah, dude, 100%. 100%. Appreciate you, Deadpool. Deadpool, another damn OG up in there. It's an OG day. Appreciate you, bud. All right. Me and Hell Pizza King played we played Vanilla WoW before it was Vanilla WoW. We played it when it was like random free servers that got shut down, like Australia's, I think it was called. They shut that shit down. Rip. Thank you. Thank you, Hell Pizza King. I love you. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, dude. We have hit the snake, boys. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Obviously, we have the double goal for the Fight Milks. And then, of course, we have the member goal. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Make sure you guys like the stream in honor of Mr. Paul. Love you, dude. Appreciate you. All right. Hell Pizza King's the man.
People still actively defend this. I have seen people actively say, why are you trying to not protect kids? And literally falling for the line of thinking that these government officials are saying here, when it's very obvious it's not about that. Because in an ideal world, maybe it would work, but it's very clear there's corruption. It's very clear that we're not in an ideal world. And so because of that, you're going to have things where people go too far and try to censor what they just don't like to see. And in this case, that's what's going on. This is horrifying news. This is not good. And I feel like more people around the world and content creators should be talking about this. And it's insane. The conversation around this topic is dwindling, getting lower and lower. And
I can tell you why. I can tell you why. That the conversations are getting lower. It's because it's just like COVID was. You know, it's the exact same thing as COVID. When COVID happened, every single social media platform on the face of the planet pretty much deranked and destroyed everything that had to do with anybody talking about COVID, right? Dissenting views. This is the same thing. This is obviously a giant organization / one world like government kind of push. And I'm not speaking in conspiracy. I mean, it's obviously an orchestrated push from something somewhere for everybody to fall in line. So of course platforms you're gonna be penalized for talking about this shit. I mean, YouTube is adhering to it right now. YouTube was the first platform to announce that they were adhering to it, right? That being said, you talk about it, they might nuke your ass. You know, So that's how it says. You're going to see content creators talk about this that have millions of subs, and they'll have a really hard time getting getting like 100,000 views on it. You know what I'm saying? Freddie, I'm still so scared to say COVID. Yeah, dude, it's weirdly like PTSD riddled. I still like think about it right before I say it. I'm like, COVID. Because you could have your channel banned back in 2020 if you even said COVID for the first few months. You know, COVID. Thank you, Hell Pete's King. And that's just how it is. What's up, Zach Diecast? How you doing, buddy? COVID. Oh, yeah. My corona.
Or not speaking out upon it. And I think that it's going to continue getting worse until eventually there's only two outcomes. People are going to be so silenced that we're going to live in legitimately a dystopian reality. Like people like to meme on like 1984 and stuff like that. But we're going to live in like some cyberpunk dystopian world that just really oppresses what you can say. Or you're going to have people actually rally and try to fight back against this. That's the only two options. But right now, it's not looking good. I've seen.
Yeah, this is the closest we've got. So for the last 6 or 7 years, at least in the West and in America, they've been trying to pass different laws or bills, and they were called like SOPA, SEPA, POPA, I think. Like it was always a different anagram. I don't fucking know. And they've always failed. This was passed in the UK. They've succeeded in the UK. And somehow every single country is adhering to it. Right? It's almost like it was a Trojan horse. Just get it done in the UK, and then everybody will have to listen to it, right? Or threaten their apps being turned off in like 30 countries, right? And of course they're going to adhere to it because there's dollars. There's dollars on the line, you know? If like 1 or 2 companies stood up, this is a hypothetical, but if YouTube and TikTok stood up and said, hey, we respect your laws in your country, but pro-censorship laws that will negatively affect the users on our apps, we will not support, so we will be pulling our apps in your countries. Like they get on the other end of it and do it, it would probably end this Online Safety Act immediately. But the issue is they would have to risk the shareholders and the immediate backlash from that, right? So first and foremost, their share, like their stock price will drop unbelievably, like overnight. So there's like $1 billion in valuation gone. And then they're going to have to weather that storm for a couple months. And they're not willing to do that. They're like, no, fuck that. We will just do whatever you say. But they could put an end to this. All these platforms, if they're like, no, this would either be repealed or changed. COPA. All right, 16 locks from 200. Hot diggity damn, boys.
Kind of less and less resistance as time goes on over these days. And the fact that we have just in 2 days, YouTube is going to be implementing something very similar to invade people's privacy already shows that it's just about to become horrendous. Now, with that being said, let's shift into TikTok for a second, because this is relevant to the topic of YouTube, because it's very similar. So, as I've already been mentioning for many videos now, the whole Online Safety Act is technically the UK at the moment, but EU is passing their laws, so is Australia. We know that America is, Canada is as well, and probably different countries too. The point of the matter is that a lot of these sites that are being forced to censor itself for ID identification is technically in the United Kingdom, and some in the EU. But now you have companies like, for instance, YouTube and TikTok now implementing age verification, ID verification, or credit card verification, proof credit card verification, to be able to access their site in the United States. And it showcases that these companies in general are not being forced by, let's say, the UK government to do this. They're doing it willingly to invade your privacy. They're jumping on the bandwagon to be able to collect as much information they can, because when things turn south, let's say people do rally back against what's going on against the UK government, The point is that YouTube and TikTok and these other companies can say, oh, we're not at fault, they forced us, when it's very obvious they didn't. Because
yeah, and so this goes back to something that happened in Canada a few years ago, right? So I've talked about this before, but in Canada there was a trucker convoy protest that was basically on its way to Canada. And to stop this protest, the Canadian government gave the green light to turn off the bank accounts of all the people involved in the protest. And turning off somebody's bank account means that they are stranded in the water. They're fucked, right? And the best way to go about thwarting these things in the future is to get everybody's data, everybody's banking data, right? Everybody's private data. And when people start to rise up against their governments for making tyrannical moves, they can just end it overnight by just turning off all those people's bank accounts, which is the whole goal behind this. And also they can sell their data for millions of dollars, right? So that's how it be, man. That's how it be. You ever type in your email address for a website or something, or your phone number for a website, and you're like, why is it asking for my phone number? And the next week you get spam calls like 25 times a day. It's because they sold your data literally within a day. Somehow it's legal, but whatever. I mean, even GameStop does it. Walmart does it. GameStop has a class action lawsuit every year about it. Walmart has a class action lawsuit every year about it. And they don't even get punished. They have to pay like $4 million. And they probably sold your data for $50 million. So it's not a negative. It's a win-win. Billy Hatcher. It's strange how the UK has so much power all of a sudden. No one cared about them for 200 years. Yeah, 100%. Very strange. Yeah, Rob Woodring. And who is that going to hurt, Rob? See, this is the most annoying part about all this is you're going to have people that are like, I'm not going to adhere to this, right? They're like, I'm not going to adhere to this change. I'm just going to not use YouTube anymore. And who does that hurt? Does it hurt YouTube? Sure. But who does it hurt on the front lines? It hurts all your creators. So your views get cut by like 25 to 30% because there's going to be a lot of people that won't do that. Right? I swear to you, I've opened websites before that a year ago didn't have verification like that. Like a random, an editing software or a recording software. I experienced this recently with a recording software, music. And the music, it asked for like my credit card, my license, and all this shit. And I was like, no, thank you. And I just downloaded a different one. Right? And I'm pretty laid back. There's a lot of people that they're not going to do that. They're not going to tap in their ID for YouTube. And that's going to destroy small creators. Everything that is engineered is to destroy small voices. Right? It's spooky. It's very, very spooky. But that's the egg or the pickle we're in. 10 likes from 200, boys. Get the hell on it, doggone it. We got 11 new members today, thanks to, I think it was Vermin Infested. Big Mike and Vermin Infested with 10 gifted memberships. I appreciate you, brother. I love you. The memberships go such a long way. They help me so much, man. I never knew how much they helped until I started making it a goal. And I was like, oh, damn, this helps a lot. So I really appreciate that Vermin Infested. And we hit the Naked Snake with the help of the Pizza King, the king of the pizza. I appreciate you guys so much. All right.
There's no business for them to do this in the U.S. So the big issue here is this one here. So let's get into this TikTok. So apparently there is reports right now that a lot of people, I believe this is from UK, people within the UK, and I think some people in the United States is getting this as well, that there is people getting hit by an AI algorithm that is saying that their actual account is a child account. It's not an adult using the account. And this notification pops up to where it will say your account will be banned if, you basically don't identify yourself. If you don't want a pill and everything, your account will be banned. And you can see basically right here that they, we're going to be deleted in under a few days. Like,
your account's going to be banned within a week if you don't provide an ID. That's just putting a gun up to your head, right? That's literally just putting a gun up to your head. That is insanity. Absolute, unequivocal insanity. It's crazy. Man, I am freaking so nauseous. I don't know what's going on. Whew. Says, how do the memberships help? Well, memberships guarantee notifications. And they have a what's the word? A conversion rate, which helps the algorithm. It all helps the algorithm. And I've never pushed memberships ever in the history of me doing the channel. So I'm like, I'm gonna start doing that for fun. For fun. And I think I got 300 memberships in the last 3 weeks. And it just helps a lot. So Slosher agenda setting theory shows TV media can control what people think. The free internet has thrown a monkey wrench in this. And so now the regime is cracking down on the internet. COVID was a test run. Now it's Israel immigration. I think for sure, that the control is in, the fix is in, and they want the most control possible. And it's all based around money and control, right? My chat be going crazy. Going, oh my gosh, that's why. I was like, what's all this give? It's freaking Hell Pizza King with all the heavy lifting. 50, that rhymed, I'm sorry. 50 goddamn memberships. Hot diggity damn, son. Jesus. That is the most I think I don't remember. That's a lot. That's a lot. Hell Pizza King. Holy Mother of Jesus. Look at all those memberships littering the chat. Hot diggity damn, son. My boy. My boy. God, dude, that's crazy. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. 50 damn memberships. Whew. We've never been this close. We're 39 away. Hot diggity damn. Thank you, Mr. Hell Pizza King. Not only a fat, delicious red boy plopped on my face, 50 memberships. Hot diggity damn that. I appreciate you, baby. Swift kiss. Everybody give him some love. Give my boy some love. I owe you a night of grinding on World of Warcraft now. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. It must be done. Thank you, Hell Pizza King, my brother. Did I finally get a membership mode? Nope. Rest in peace, man. He's crazy. He's crazy. Thank you, Hell Pizza King. You know what, Moog? You need to make sure you have them turned on because it's giving people memberships that are not even in the stream, I don't think. So, like Hypnotic got one, and he was streaming when he got one, you know? Thank you again, Hell Pizza King. 50 memberships, 250 super chat. We might hit both goals tonight. I'm going to lose it. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you for the support, man. It's making me feel pretty good. You know, I appreciate that. You know, it's been a rough couple of days, and I don't know why. It's just one of those things. So I appreciate you reminding me that people care about me in, you know, a small way. I appreciate that, dude. I'm not trying to sound lame, but I appreciate you, dude. My man. My man.
It says it right here. Or not a few days, in a month. Correction, my bad. I misread it. Forgive me. I'm kind of stupid. But anyways, it showcases that it will be deleted, their account. And this is already showing the future of a lot of these social media sites. And there is no business for this. On top of that, I do want to point out TikTok is a massive social media platform. And I'm just going to say it like it is. It's definitely utilized mostly by people that are not adults. I'm just going to be honest. I feel like about the vast majority, over half, maybe.
How do you not even get your own gifted membership? That makes no sense. Shouldn't that be a given? Shouldn't that be a given? Like it would automatically give you one? That's insane. That's funny. You know how much I sacrificed? Oh my God. The gall on YouTube. The absolute audacity.
60, maybe 70, maybe I'm like lowballing it, but I know at least over half of the viewership on TikTok is definitely kids. And the fact that they're implementing something like this, I'm not trying to say kids should be on TikTok or anything. Okay, I'm just going to say that. What I'm saying is that this is going to kill TikTok. I don't know what they're thinking, But this is destructive. It's extremely destructive to their entire site. And the same can be said for YouTube.
Well, they probably factored that into their losses. They're like, okay, here's how many accounts we may lose. Here's the revenue we may lose, but here's how much revenue we'll lose in valuation overnight if we stand up against the UK. They've weighed this in their minds. It's not like they didn't go to the boardroom and do the math. They did the math. You know, they did the math. So, anyways, Granger said you're 78. What? Like age? What do you mean? How you doing, Lacey? 78, damn you. 78 years old. All right. It's not about money. It's about sending a message.
Very same thing that's going to be happening in literally 2 days. 2 days from now, the system of AI algorithm to verify if you're an adult or not is coming out. And I feel like a lot of people that browse or YouTube are completely unaware that that's coming. I feel like a lot of people are about to be blindsided when that information comes out in a few days. And people are going to be like, why am I being forced to use my ID? Why am I being forced to put my credit card information on? You know, there's going to be a lot of people blindsided by it. I sense that. It's going to be huge. I sense a lot of controversy. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe nobody will talk about it. But I doubt it. I really doubt it. There's no way a YouTube automated AI system is going to function properly right out the gate, especially when it's very clear that they jumped into this to get onto the bandwagon with what's going on in.
Yeah, it's going to be a shit show for a while. So, MA with her unlimited intellect. You got to have something good about you if everything else is broken, right? Voter ID is racist, but the ID to use the internet is not. No, of course not. Of course not. Yeah, see, you could use those parallels every day, and it's just people are just going to get more angry at you, right? So that's the pickle we be in. It's crazy. They're just trying to document us. They can sell our information, right? So they can sell your information. Plus, they can use it if there's dissent. You know, so if there's dissent, they can just be like, yeah, you know what? We can just shut off your bank account. There you go. This is why old shell corporations that run no business sell for $5,000. Why? Those shell corporations can be used as an idea to cover for any other person. Yeah, exactly, Jolly. Exactly. 100%. Right? I mean, there's a reason why every single company in the West, by the way, will ask for your phone number and then sell it immediately. And technically it's not legal, but they don't care. They have a legal budget for this reason. It's the same thing with Walmart making people work off the clock. Now, technically, they don't do that. They don't advise it, but there's thousands of managers across the U.S. that will make you work off the clock. And Walmart's not going to put their foot down. So instead, they will allocate $10 million every year for a class action lawsuit. And they'll pay these people off every year. They do it every year. Every single year, Walmart will pay for a settlement for a class action lawsuit for working people off the clock. Every year. I've made like a video about it almost every year. GameStop did the same thing this year. GameStop got caught selling everybody's data, so they settled out of court for $4.5 million. But here's the thing. They made way more than that selling your data, so it doesn't matter. It's a win-win. They just made money. It's just free profit, right? Fuck it. And that's what they do. And it may be illegal, but they can just pay for it. It's not like anybody's going to get jail time. They'll just pay the fine, right? Pay the fine. It's like when Nike, you weren't allowed to have like a different colored shoe or something. And Nike wanted Michael Jordan to have like a certain kind of shoe. So Nike just paid the penalty fee every game. They're like, fuck it. We'll pay the penalty fee every game. We're selling these shoes. Fuck it. We'll pay the penalty fee. We don't care. JT. Finally, I caught up on 3 times speed. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh my God. JT. So that's how it be. Speeding fines are to punish poor people who can't own a Ferrari. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, all fines are to punish poor people, right? That's why fines exist. Fines only affect people that are disenfranchised, right? Because rich people can just pay for them. And I'm not saying that's a good or a bad thing, but that's just how it's structured, right? For example, I know in my state or my city, I don't know, if you have a ticket that you have to pay for in my city, if you can't pay for it, you go to prison for 30 days. Where I live in Alabama. It might be like that everywhere, but I'm not aware of everybody else's laws. But I had a buddy years ago that got he got pulled over pulling out of his driveway. Okay. And he was not rich. He was struggling, and he got 4 tickets that day. He pulled out of his driveway and the cop was just being a dick that day. And he got 4 tickets and it was over $1,000 and he couldn't pay it. So he went to prison for 30 days. But if you just had money, you just don't go to prison. Pretty crazy, But that's how it is, man.
UK and other governments around the world. But yeah, it's bad, man. It's really how did we get here, man? It's just.
Yep, Ashley.
It's one thing after another. I know the executive order the other day was kind of good news. It doesn't mean it's over because an executive order can easily be appealed and stuff for payment processors and banks. But it was a step in the right direction. But if this continues and these governments keep allowing this, that executive order is not going to really do anything.
Yep.
It's going to just get worse. So don't stop talking about this, guys. This is very important. It's really important. I'm extremely.
Honestly, I think governments or whoever is pushing this is trying to cause so much dissent that there's a giant conflict that resets everything. I think that's the play. I think that's the 4D chess play, right? Is they're intentionally trying to cause an uprising that ends in ungodly amounts of war and violence to reset everything. I mean, I don't know. Every theory there's so many theories on the table that could fit. You know what I'm saying? Let's pull up Billy's video. Billy says, "Hey Cody, I sent a video about YouTube ID and look at Luis Rossman's new baby. It is really neat. All right, I'll check it out, baby. Take us back, please, Daddy. Take us back to feudalism. I want to go back. Take me back. What is this you got? All right, we're gonna pull this up for Bill, and then we're gonna look up the Luis Rossman video as well." And I thought I had the tinfoil hat on. And Cody's I'm just spitballing, man. There's all kinds of theories that you could fit into that, So it's wild, but it be true, man. It's a thing, dude. All right, let's pull it up. Where am I? Where am I? Okay, cool. Thank you again, Pete's King, for getting us over halfway to the membership goal today. Hot diggity damn. I appreciate you, buddy. And, of course, for the Naked Snake.
Months or 2 years. So if you give YouTube your ID, they can either keep it for up to 2 months or 2 years. As I'm sure everybody knows by now, on August 13th, so in 2 days now, YouTube is going to be using their AI systems to determine whether you are 18 or under. And if you get falsely marked as under 18 by YouTube's AI, the only way for you to get marked as over 18 is if you give them your ID. You have the option of giving YouTube various pieces of information for verification, such as a credit card, government ID, video verification, and a few other disputed things. And if you are marked as under 18 and you don't want to provide ID, you are going to be losing access to certain features. These features can be seen in the settings section of your YouTube studio.
So let's read these. And also, to give you guys some context, Richard, your hunger pains, that's me right now, dude. I'm so starving. I don't eat anymore either. I tried to splurge last night and I ordered a pizza and I ate 1 slice and I just felt throw up-y and I just put it in the fridge, man. Everything about my life right now is so out of character. It's so weird. But at any rate, like a year ago, maybe less. I might be wrong. There was some states. Alabama is one of them. I think Indiana might be one as well. They outlawed, or they didn't outlaw, but they are forcing porn websites to make you give them your ID for verification. Right? This is porn. Okay. So this is like something that you could imagine ID being like maybe totally acceptable for. But again, it's a censorship. It falls in line with this because what's the whole point is give an inch, take a mile, right? Slippery slope. They shouldn't have any kind of say in what you do on the internet, right? It's part of the censorship thing. People were up in arms about that. Up in arms, right? That is barely a year ago. And now every normal website's doing it. And only like Chibi and a couple people I know are talking about it. And they're not really getting a lot of views. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. Has Moist Critical talked about this? I think Mudahar might have the other day in his apology video. Right? Who's talking about this? Every single asmongold video should be about this. It's very interesting. People are mad at it from porn sites, and now it's just normal sites. The features you will lose if you do not provide your ID is appealing content ID claims, external links in video descriptions, embedded live streams, creating more live streams daily, creating more shorts daily, test and compare different thumbnails, upload more videos daily, eligible to apply for monetization. That's just everything. That's just everything. You basically can just watch videos. That's it. And probably not even videos that are adult oriented or not made for kids. That's just everything. Punishable by fine means legal for a price, Jason. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you. That is wise words. Wise words. All right. Thank you, my boy. Thank you, my boy, Jason. To be fair, if Pornhub went out of business, it would be a net positive. I have not went to Pornhub in a long time. I mean, it was before. It's been years, you know. It's been so long that people make memes about the Pornhub music, and I had no idea what it meant for the longest time. It would be like a drummer. It's like, I played this at last night's show, and it's like the boom, dickly doom, doom, boot, you know. And I'm like, what the fuck does this mean? And I saw that same like reel on Facebook 10 times. And I was thinking to myself, what does this mean? So I went to the comments and I scrolled and it's, oh, it's porn. Holy shit, it's the Pornhub intro thing. Well, damn, I had no idea this whole time. That's how long it's been since I went to a Pornhub. The Pornhub. It's a very good name, Pornhub. It's a great name. The hub for all your porn needs.
Which is everything right over here. However, there's a lot of conflicting information given between the YouTube settings and the articles that YouTube has written, such as this whole selfie thing. There are various sources from YouTube saying that you can provide a selfie to YouTube and that'll count as valid verification. But if you go in YouTube settings, it doesn't say a selfie, it says a video verification. Now, I want you guys to see that in the video verifications, it says after 2 months of channel activity and following the community guidelines, you establish enough channel history and they will automatically delete your video. So basically they can have your video for up to 2 months. Same thing with your ID. If you provide your ID after 2 months of channel activity and following the guidelines, they will automatically delete your ID, or so they say. Now the confusing part is I've been sent several screenshots of people in their YouTube studio right now where they have an option to either take a 6-second video of themselves, take a photo of their ID, build history, and YouTube says they will automatically delete their verification within 2 years. It says it can be deleted earlier if you've built sufficient channel history. So basically it's saying if you don't build sufficient channel history in a short enough amount of time, they actually can just straight up keep your ID for 2 years. Now,
you know what's insane about this? When you upload a video or you do a live stream, your face is, look at my, there's my face, right? But I need to provide an ID to verify that I'm me? What? You know what I'm saying? It makes almost no sense. It's almost as if they're going to use your identification for nefarious reasons. Right? Or why else would they need it? You know? It's very, very interesting. It's very, very conniving and nefarious.
I'm sure some of you guys are thinking, they're a massive company. If we give them our ID, they'll be fine. They'll be able to keep our information properly. Well, even if we were to take away the possibility of the company just selling our information and making tons of money out of it, there's also the very real possibility that Google and by extension YouTube could be hacked. Google has actually recently been hacked and a bunch of information has been leaked. Not necessarily the user data of like the Google users themselves or YouTube users. The point is that Google, just like any other company, can be hacked. So in this type of situation, I would rather Google get hacked if they have access to my password and my YouTube channel or whatever, not my actual fucking video verification or my actual real ID. Now, in my situation, I'm a monetized creator, so YouTube already has all.
Imagine the theft. Imagine the identity theft. Whew. Diggity damn, son. Diggity damn. Removal of anonymous dissent. 100%. Yeah, 100%. They want to be able to, if you have dissenting views, they want to be able to track you down within 2 seconds and show up at your doorstep. Like they do in the UK. They do that in the UK. You say something they think is harmful, they will come to your house and arrest your ass. Like anti-immigration sentiment, if like you're against that and you express it on Facebook or something, you'll be arrested in the UK. It's pretty spooky. It's very spooky. So I guess giving your ID gives consent to censorship. Yes, that's the whole point. That's why they're saying we'll delete your account otherwise, right?
My information. But what about you? Yes, you watching the video. But let's say you're not a monetized creator. Let's just say you're a random person just watching YouTube videos or just uploading a YouTube video every now and then. Well, yeah, if you don't want to lose access to those YouTube channel features that we were talking about, if YouTube's AI falsely marks you as under 18, guess what? You're going to have to fork over that ID. Yeah, I would just really like some clarification on the amount of time they're going to be keeping our ID for. Obviously, I'd rather not hand over the ID at all, but if we are going to be essentially forced to do it, especially if you're a monetized creator, keep in mind you cannot make money off YouTube if you don't give them your ID and you're marked as under 18. Can I at least get some clarification to know whether my ID will be kept for up to 2 months or 2 years? Remember that not everybody has the time to use the internet like that. Maybe a lot of people just don't even use YouTube like that. Maybe they watch only a few videos a month or whatever. Maybe they won't even be able to build sufficient channel history in the first 2 months that they give YouTube their ID. I guess they're just gonna be keeping it for a year, 2 years. Over here it says 2 months. I mean, I don't know. So yeah, it's just a lot of inconsistent information, and it's not just with the time that they're going to be keeping your ID. It's also with the whole selfie thing. I mentioned that in other videos. Is it a selfie? Is it a video verification? Is it both? I don't even know.
No one knows. It looks like both, in my opinion.
And even when they talk about channel history over here, they don't mention some of the things that they send to people in emails about positive channel history. In case you guys missed yesterday's video, there's a YouTuber named Saros TV who has recently been sent an email from YouTube saying that he doesn't have enough positive channel history. Over here, it says his channel doesn't have sufficient channel history and it has lost access to advanced features. This may have happened because your channel did not follow our community guidelines. Keep in mind, they didn't even tell him if that was the reason.
They never will tell you. They will never tell you. And this is the most terrifying thing about content creation is they can turn you off at any point in time. Hey, you may have violated our community guidelines. You're like, what? What did I do? Do you know? And they're like, nope, we do not know. And we're not going to give you your channel back, by the way. So, KYS. You're like, oh, okay. That's scary. You know what I'm saying?
And what community guideline he violated. So how can he improve? And over here, if you take a look at the bottom, it says build positive channel history by following our community guidelines. There's just a lot of like semantical terms being thrown around, which makes it really, really confusing on what exactly we need to be doing, how long our IDs are going to be kept for.
Make things as vague as possible so they can loosely do anything they want to silence dissent. Make everything as vague as possible. If PayPal cancels your PayPal account and keeps the money, by the way, they'll be like, yeah, we don't have a reason that we did this. It might be because you did something. We don't know. But we're going to keep your money. And we're going to reject your appeal. And you're like, oh, wait, what?
And even what features we're going to be losing. In yesterday's video, it was extremely shocking to me that if you don't give YouTube your ID and you're marked as under 18, you can't pin any comments under your YouTube video. So for example, Saros TV commented on my video and said, it really sucked for a while, but I got it fixed, but it was still really stupid that this is more than likely going to happen to a lot more channels going forward. What if I wanted to go ahead and heart his comment and pin it? Guess what, buddy? If YouTube's AI says I'm under 18 and I don't give them my ID, I can't pin this comment. What the fuck does that have to do with being over under 18? I mean, it just doesn't even make any sense. It feels like they're just making up random restrictions.
It has nothing to do with it. They're just trying to take away everything that they're trying to force you, like I said, at gunpoint to give your ID.
And keep in mind, if you look at YouTube's advanced features, which they have repeatedly stated is what you're going to be losing if you don't provide your ID and you're under 18, It says nothing about pinning comments. It does say embedding live streams, which did show up in the email that Saros was sent by YouTube, but fucking nothing about not being able to pin comments. I had to go do some digging and find the actual full list of the advanced features. So this is going to be the full list of things that you're going to be losing if YouTube marks you as under 18 and you don't give them your ID. Content ID appeal. We've already talked about this. So let's say somebody says that you falsely stole their content and they content ID you, basically take the money from your video. You can't appeal it and get YouTube to look at it. You can't embed live streams. You can't apply for monetizations, meaning no fucking money. There can be no clickable links in your long form videos into the description or the posts. You cannot add a related video to your YouTube short. You cannot pin comments on videos and posts. You can't upload a new episode of a podcast. You can't add any clickable links to your channel details on your watch page or your posts. You can't add chapters to your video. You can't add additional channels to your account, and you can't use automatic dubbing. So to quote YouTube, you don't have to give us your ID, but if you don't and we make a mistake on your age, you're going to lose pretty much your entire ability to use the website. Good luck.
Yep, it's just everything. It's like you're going to lose absolutely everything if you you know what I'm saying? That's all it's about, dude. It's absolutely insane. That's probably also this probably also has something to do with why I'm in like such a strange headspace. Is not only is like my personal life kind of, I'm having that weird like hit a brick wall in every direction thing. Also, like everything professionally is doing that. Like everything's weird online. Like you can't almost recede into your like happy place in content creation anymore either. It's like, oh, like it kind of feels like YouTube has an expiration now. You know what I'm saying? It's very strange. The only thing that works right now for me, like as far as feeling like it's organic, is 100% X. Right? Twitter. I'll post like a banger meme and it will just get 100,000 views and like several thousands of likes. If it's a banger, right? And it feels there's 100 or 500 comments on them. I'm like, it feels super organic. People are laughing and cutting up, right? And YouTube doesn't feel that way anymore. The only sanctuary for YouTube now is streaming, and it feels like they've been putting their knee on it for so long. Every time I get on a new stream, it's like 10 people waiting, 5 people waiting, 4 people waiting. You know what I'm saying? And it used to be 150 every show. And even people I watch that are, and I'm not talking specifically about me, I'm talking about every creator I watch. I'll pull up a creator that is a great creator that was getting 5,000 to 8,000 concurrent on their streams 2 years ago or a year ago. And now they're at like 1.1K concurrent. It's insane. It's like, what's going on? And then you have like normies that are like, it's summer. And I'm like, that's not how this works. It's not how this works. You don't lose 95% of your viewership because kids are not in school. Like, what? Your demographic is 40-year-old men, but I digress. Like I use Gundam for an example. Gundam's probably the most entertaining creator in the world, in my opinion. He's just hilarious. And he went from like 8,000 concurrent on live streams to like 700. That's like a 90% drop, something like that. You know? It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Right? So it's just, that's how it is, man. And it was weird. It's funny because when I was doing my podcast, like not like this version, when I was doing CAMELCAST with guest, which was before racing, I could probably start doing that again, after this season. Is they like I would have Critical Drinker on, and I would have 2,000 concurrent because Critical Drinker's here, right? And he's a great creator. I have Gary on, have 3,000 concurrent. I'd have Gundam on, 2,000 concurrent, right? And now these creators aren't even pulling that much by themselves. In a year's time, what happened? It's freaking spooky. Right? It's not because all the creators at the same time started making low quality content. No, like they're just, you know what I'm saying? Gundam's videos are still amazing. Love them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they want tubers to make less money. No, Solemn, I think it's they want to cater to, and this may change in the future. Because it might be just the season, they're trying something new. But they want to shift all focus onto creators who put out like 5 videos per day and stream 7 days a week. That pretty much have dedicated their entire life to YouTube. That's where they're pushing all their recommendations to right now. So if you don't stream 7 days a week, you are punished. That's how it is now. Mo says YouTube is too focused on fighting ad blockers and then putting all their eggs in a basket of whoever seems already successful. It's open hostility towards creator and viewer. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, right on the money. It's people who are already hyper successful. We are reverting back to old YouTube. Which is that necessarily a bad or a good thing? I don't know. Right? But I know for a fact that YouTube does not like panel shows anymore. They're getting away from it. They're like, no, thank you. Dude, there was people that had panel shows that were getting 50,000 concurrent. And now they can't even break 10. Is it the format? I don't think so. It's something to do with the algorithm. The algorithm wants politically driven, focused clips from the top 2 to 3 creators, and that is it. Nobody else. Nobody else. Right? So they want you to be their slave. Sure, yeah, sure. You know, it's crazy. And they support Mr. Beast. Damn you, Mr. Beast. Is it like this on all platforms? No. Like Rumble is kind of hit or miss, right? And I think creators like asmongold kind of like boofed Rumble really hard because asmongold, YouTube started being a little bit lax on their conservative content. And asmongold and a few other creators completely cornered that market. And that entire market was kind of cornered by Rumble. And a little bit with Kick. And now it's completely asmongold and a few other creators. So now it's like, oh, I don't need to go to Rumble anymore. I can just watch asmongold or these 3 creators. Because it's on my feed all day. Even if you don't watch asmongold, it's going to be on your feed. And they know. Oh, okay, cool. Right? And that's just how it be sometimes. And yeah, a lot of platforms are going in that direction. You know, they pay creators for PR purposes, and that's it. Right? So I don't know. It's very weird. It's very interesting stuff. The marketing campaigns for a lot of platforms don't make sense to me. But I mean, I've always had a decent time with Rumble. It's just every now and then I'll have a stream that's doing really well on Rumble, and then I'll have nobody in it. Like for a while there, for probably 6 months, I think last year or the year before, Rumble was almost beating YouTube in numbers for me. I was making like a couple $100 in Rumble rants every stream. I don't think I've had a Rumble rant since Joe Schmo like 2 months ago. And I'm not saying there should be. I'm just saying that you can notice the shift. Chris McGough says Elon has the peas kook. He allows most insane lies about China. There are tons of people whose job is to tweet pro China propaganda. It's like the bot farm in Superman. Did you? I don't know if you guys saw Superman, and I had no intention to see Superman because I don't care about superhero movies, and it's just because I never really cared about them, but I really don't now because there are just so many. But I went and saw it because I had a 5-hour layover. And I enjoyed it. It was pretty fun. It felt like old school. But there's a scene where there's just a bot farm of monkeys and they're just like angry. And that is a real thing. There are bot farms everywhere spouting different kinds of propaganda. And there are people that are real life bot farms, right? Like I'm sure the conservative party does it as well. It's more known for the DNC to do it because it's like kind of weirdly overtly obvious because some of the opinions are so bad. But like Harry Sazin, for example, was getting paid by the DNC for any. I'm sure he still is. And you know that's just propaganda, right? And it's out in the open. So my leg's falling asleep. Rumble ad's pretty funny. I've never seen a Rumble ad, I don't think. X has a streaming and video service. Yeah, they do. I haven't streamed on X in a while. I probably should, but I don't really feel like it. I probably should. If YouTube does this ID sheet, I'm 100% going to Rumble. I'll search Camelot minute 1. That's a fucking promise. Hey, man, I mean, I'm on there. I mean, I'm live on there right now. So, which leg? Left leg. Stream on Twitter isn't worth it. I don't really notice anything from Twitter. Twitter is just a weird platform for that. I think Twitter needs to change their UI if they plan on going that direction. Like have a feed and then have a like every, I don't know, 5 posts, the feed will change for 5 posts to like videos and streams. Like there's a video section and there's a streaming section. And then there's post. Maybe. It's hard to say. But like when your stream is literally, it just looks like a tweet. It's like live and it just looks like a tweet. It's kind of weird. Like it doesn't make sense, I don't think. So MySpace and Prodigy are the new hotness. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, MySpace. Give me some love. Make sure you guys like the stream, by the way. We're 70 likes from 300. Can you feel it? Let's look at the clippy. So Luis Rosman made a video the other day that went hyper viral about changing your profile picture to Clippy. You can actually see a couple of them in my chat right now. He made a follow-up. It says, you change your profile to Clippy. Now what? Let's see what he's got. I don't need to put him on fast because he talks so fast. Ayo, well, you've got Mel.
I hope you're having a lovely day. So I'm not used to doing videos that are throwaway videos because I'm hallucinating paper clips, which is for a number of reasons I'm not going to get into in this video.
This is normal playback speed. This is normal playback speed by Luis Rosman. He's so fast.
Better than anything I've done on this channel for 13 years. That's not usually what occurs. But it did. I figured that video would get the viewership of when I upload Maria's puppy, like 10K views, whatever. It's a puppy. We move on.
Yeah.
What am I trying to get done here? On this channel 7 years ago, there's a video I uploaded where I said it's 99% inspiration, 1% legislation. What I meant when I did that video is you have to change minds before you can actually change the law. And more importantly, even when you do actually get the law changed, which we have together done on this channel, whether we're talking about a bill that passed in New York State, a bill that passed in Minnesota, California, Colorado, which again, would have never happened without the help of all emailing and calling in when I asked you to, donating to the lobbying efforts, and making your friends and family aware. Even when those things pass, sometimes they don't even get listened to if there isn't enough pushback, if there are not enough people that care. One instance of this would be in California. There's a law that passed that I think is great. It says that if you're selling a product in the state and you offer a lifetime license, but that can be taken away at any given time, you can't do that anymore. That's false advertising. That's illegal. I tested that law to see if it worked, again, with the help of all of you. And we figured out that that law is not real. Now, we'd like to start a campaign to try and figure out.
That's very interesting. Holy shit.
How can we get this law actually enforced? How can we start to push the ball forward so that legislators understand how ownership is being eroded? And that doesn't necessarily happen unless people are actually aware of the problem, understand that it's a problem, and above all, feel like if they speak up about it, they're not wasting their time. This is
to be fair, a lot of people support the idea of no ownership, right? They just do. It's generally like upper middle class kids, like college kids. It's very strange. I don't understand, but they don't like ownership. It's very weird. And I think the idea behind that is it absolves you of a lot of accountability, which I could see is attractive if you didn't have the fulfillment of garnering those kind of things. You know, there's a big sense of fulfillment, like coming home to your house that you own, you know? But if you haven't felt that before, I remember one of the coolest feelings I ever had in my life. I think I was 26. I was 26 or 26 or 27. I don't remember. And there was, it was a sunny day and I had got home from work and I was off 2 days. I worked at GameStop and I was standing on my front porch and I was drinking a beer and there was lawnmowers going. It was like 4 p.m. And like an old 87 Mustang drove by. And I just drank, like sipped on the beer. And I was like, man, this is freaking beautiful. This is beautiful. What a beautiful thing. And it was because I was standing on my porch looking out. And it was just, life was buzzing in front of me. And it was really nice, you know? That's something that you can only feel by being in that situation. And a lot of people haven't felt that. They would rather just like, if I can't own something and I don't want the accountability, no one should be able to. Right? And then they have to justify reasons as to why. And people will sell the entire world out to avoid accountability. Accountability sucks. I get it. It really does. Accountability is not exactly a fun thing. But having overt amounts of accountability leads to senses of fulfillment, which is very, very important to feel content.
Concept called slacktivism, and you'll see it come up on websites where people are more concerned with punching down than they are with actually trying to clean up their own corner of the world, because one of them is easy and one of them is not. Slacktivism means doing nothing. And I can imagine the type of person that is using that type of word to insult you because you change your profile picture to a Clippy is the same kind of person who's going to say, well, what's the point of putting your key in your car? That's not going to get you to work. Yeah, but it's a prerequisite, you fuck. The point of the matter here is that over the last 7 to 10 years of trying to advocate for right to repair and 13 years on YouTube, the one thing I've noticed that is the biggest cancer to any type of activism is apathy and believing that you're alone. That even if you are not apathetic, even if you are willing to fight for what you believe in, that you are the only one, so you're not going to get anywhere. And the weird thing is, no matter how many times I disprove this, no matter how many times I say, look what happens when 10,000 of you email in, we get a bill. Look at what happens when you email in and do this. Look at what happens when you participate here. People still believe that it's hopeless. They're not going to create any sort of real.
This is how I feel about petitions. Who's your accountability buddy? Is that from that episode of South Park where Butters goes to the conversion camp? Your accountability buddy. That's a funny episode.
Will change. And what I was hoping to do is get a different outcome if people realize that there are other people that think like them. There are other people that are actually willing to do something. I don't plan on just having you people turn your profile pictures to a Clippy to just do that. Like that by itself doesn't do shit. What I plan on doing is getting each of you to realize that if you work together, things happen. I'll give you an example. Not the best analogy. Let's say that we're dealing with cars. There's this thing called following distance, at least in theory. In Texas, God knows how they drive. In theory, there's something called following distance for safety. So if I'm at a red light, I'm the fifth car. When the light turns green, I don't start moving immediately. The first car moves, and then after he's maybe like 1 or 2 cars following distance, again, in theory, we're in Texas here, the second car will then start driving. Then after that car is a little bit further away, the third car starts driving, and so on and so forth. There's a following distance. And because of that, while the first car is moving, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the eighth, they're all not moving. And with heavy traffic, it gets worse and worse and worse. What if there was a way to have 0 following distance and still drive safely? Let's just assume that was possible. Everybody would start moving at the same time. That's what I'm trying to do here. I want all of you to move at the same time. I'll give you an example. Let's say that you work at a national grocery store chain or a national department store that is very, very popular. And they have these little wheelchair carts for people who are elderly or disabled to be able to get around the store and shop. I've seen these from time to time. Let's say that this thing costs, I'm just going to throw $10,000 per. And let's say that when the power button breaks, the company that comes by to fix it wants $8,000 or $9,000. So a lot of them are broken. Now, if you're just the employee who's there and you're listening to the repair person come by and go over this, you may not care. Now, let's say you've watched my channel for a little bit and you've gotten into right to repair and you've made things work again that the manufacturer said would cost $2,000. You got it to work for $20 and you felt the excitement that I hope you felt when I put the channel banner fan spin and started doing those 1,000 repair videos. You may think, nah, that's kind of bullshit. I don't like that. But you may not tell your manager about it if you don't think your manager is going to care. Even if you tell your manager about it because your manager cares, your manager may not care if the purchaser that chooses which of those chairs that they buy is not going to care. Even if the purchaser says, let's see if we could find somebody else, even if it costs $100 or $200 more for the chairs, it's worth it if we're able to fix them. He may not care if the board of directors is not going to care. But if all of them know at the same time that we're on the same page, we are tired of living in an anti-ownership society, check. We're tired of living in a society where we subscribe to everything and we own nothing, check. We're tired of being told it costs $8,000 to fix a fucking power button, check. Because by the way, in the medical industry, something similar to that.
By the way, this is very important and related to what we were just talking about. Here's the issue. So, the fact that you subscribe to everything, the fact that everything you do can be amplified online, right? Goes hand in hand with the adherence to the UK's Online Safety Act, right? So the Online Safety Act is forcing YouTube and every other platform to, and I'm not saying forcing, they're doing it by their own hand, but let's just say, use the word force, to have ID verifications. So they have data of your ID, and they can keep that data of your ID, and then they can find you anywhere, and they can turn off your bank account. If you have any dissenting views about anything, that is making a lot of money right now. If people start marching because they want rights to own. Oh, by the way, if everybody, for example, let's say 2 years from now, this ID verification goes in full effect with every aspect of our lives. Okay. Now, let's say they increase property taxes in almost every single state. Let's even say, like, federally, it gets implemented somehow, and you're paying property tax, and it goes up 150 or 500%. And now your property tax is 30 grand, and you literally can't pay it, right? And millions of people decide to march on the Capitol because they're like, we are literally dying. What is going on? They'll be like, oh, really? You're marching on the Capitol? We turned your bank account off. Every single person in the crowd with GPS proximity, all your bank accounts have been turned off. Enjoy. We're going to go sit in our bunker for a week, right? This is all preemptive. This is all preemptive. Everything that's being done right now is preemptive of the fact that if you get angry, they're just going to turn everything off. And they'll wait it out because they can, because their stuff won't be turned off. Right? It's very spooky shit. We've seen it before in Canada. Yeah, exactly, Amelia. 100. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's literally what I'm thinking of. Yep, this is all they're putting all of these things in place and getting everybody on board. So do you have an ID verification? They're covering their bases. What if you don't use TikTok? What if you don't use YouTube? What if you only use Snapchat? Oh, guess what? ID verification. So they're going to have every single person. 98% of people out there marching will have some kind of ID verification. GPS locate, as if you think, you know, that you can like turn that off, right? They'll just, here's the radius, here's the density of population. We have triangulated all of your verification IDs connected to your phones. All your bank accounts have just been turned off. And your credit score has been dropped to 0. Oh, what do you do now? Very, very spooky shit. Very, very spooky shit. Timed out for wrong thing. MA says, it sounds like it's time to put Alex Jones' mega rant dub stamp from 14 years ago on intro instead of the folky. Let me pull it up. Where is it at? Send me a link, MA. Are you a mod? I'm making you a mod. You should be a mod with them thighs. You're a mod now. Post the link in the chat, please, because I will totally pull that up. I always could use some more Alex Jones shit. Love me some Alex Jones. It's coming, CCPP. You know, it's coming. And everybody will fall in line. It's spooky, man. It's very, very spooky stuff. Saul! It's very, very spooky stuff. And there's nothing we can do except suffer. We are 39 memberships away from goal. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Can you believe it? I love that guy. I love him. All right. Everyone's a mod now. What's up, David Kelly? How you doing, buddy? I don't have an ID. I'm an illegal. Oop, there you go. Oopsies. Oopsie daisy. Hey, we're 50 likes away from 300, boys. Get on it, doggone it. Did somebody raid me? Because we have like 100 more viewers. I don't know what happened. If you did, I appreciate it. I don't see it, though. I love you. I love you. I appreciate you, baby. All right. Let's wait patiently for MA to say something. Let's wait for MA to say something. We will see. Everybody at my entire Twitter is just freaking people that are radicalized by politics. It gets old pretty fast. You're getting deported, bruh. Getting deported, bruh. Oh, the Clippy. The Clippy. Look at this. Paul Stanley raid. Right, here we go. Here we go. Where is it? Be me, man. Told men don't feel, don't love, don't care. Look around. Love songs? 99% of legendary love songs written all by men. Sculptures? men carving goddesses from cold stone. Poetry, Dante simped so hard for Beatrice, he wrote the Divine Comedy just to imagine her in heaven. Built temples, wrote sonnets, died in duels, started and ended wars over women. Concept of romance, male invention of the 12th century. Meanwhile, women would rather get mauled by a bear than talk to an average man. My face when men created love and women just consumed it. Sad Pepe. That's funny. Oh, green text. You make me feel things. It's funny. It's funny stuff. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Feels bad, man. Oh. What's up, Chris Olin? How you doing? And scene. Paul Stanley can't write a song to save his life. Come on. I like Beth. I think it's called Beth. I don't think Peter Criss wrote that, right? Come on, Black Diamond has to be a Paul Stanley tune. Love that song. Black Diamond, boop doop doo 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 boo doo 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 doo. Ooh, Black Diamond. God, what a great song. Okay, here we go. Alex Jones, Mega Rant, Dubstep Remix. You sure this is the right one? Put it on, Drew. We're putting. What's up, Breaking? How you doing? We're putting it on live. Live, I tell you. Where's it at? MA posted. I know. Mick, you chill out. This dumb bastard doesn't know that all you need long-term success is zip ties. Lick it up. Fucking love Lick It Up, bro. I like Kiss, okay? I'm sorry, Art. I know you hate Paul Stanley, but I like Kiss, okay? I like Kiss, okay? Let me just like my Kiss, please. Only Ace, Paul, and Gene wrote until Beth. Oh, so Beth was Peter Criss, huh? I like that song.
I'm not the king of conspiracy. I'm the king of reality.
Everything you ever say and everyone that is like you that is a conspiracy theorist.
All you've got is shooting your mouth off with that cliched term. You don't have any intellectual acumen, any gravitas. You just have a label. You cannot stop us. Liberty is rising. The spirit of 1776 is indomitable. And you are a mind control weasel who feels solace in joining the hive board of weak disinformation. You're losing. Liberty's rising. Liberty! Liberty! Yeah! Drive havoc and let loose the dogs of InfoWar! Do you understand me, boy? Do you understand?
This needs to have a gif of him just ripping his shirt off. Just over and over. Every Kiss song is the worst song ever written. Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Come on. Come on, bruh. I feel like the only song I even remember what's Ace Frehley writing was Cold Gin. Could be wrong. I wanna rock and roll all night, and party every day. It's a great song. It's great. I love it loud. Great song. You like this? Oh yeah, God gave wrong and told you. Great song. Come on now. Come on now. Mick Sandman. What's up, buddy? Am I not allowed to love good music? Come on now. I just want to love good music. You're going to be streaming. Oh, why are you up so late, Billy? Chad. What's up, Chadwick? Hey, dude. What are you doing, man? What are you doing, man? Hope you guys are doing well. Make sure you guys like the stream, by the way. We're popping off, having a good time. Everybody loves each other. We're all in good spirits. Positive thoughts, boys. Give me positive thoughts. In the year 300, why did the man sandwich cost $40,000? It came with a side of Tislaw. What the hell does that mean? What was up, Blob? How you doing, buddy? Blob returns. Are we going back to the Clippy vid? No, we're going to the cheater, the cheating VTuber vid.
Clip is probably more popular than the game is. Yep.
Did follow me in Delta Force era. That was so long ago. Oh my god, what the fuck? That was nuts! Wow, I flicked straight at that guy through the wall. Oopsie. How are you getting 240 FPS? Good computer.
That dude was reading chat. That dude was reading chat as he blew this dude away.
Nope. It's an aimbot? I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like a damn aimbot, bro. It's like immediately snapping to the next person, you know?
How much of this game have you played, though?
I'm going to let you guys look at it and see.
Let's see, mate. Whoa!
Uh-oh.
Oh, I wonder.
So I just got a free Abyssal Dagger.
Is this Battlefield 6?
That's so insane.
I wish I could play this game more. This game is really fun.
Oh my goodness, guys.
Listening. Bro, we are so back. You have a cat boy playing Battlefield listening to Linkin Park.
It's not aimbot per se, but it's cheating using macros and scripts. Well, I mean, the dude done like a 180 and shot at the bus because there was a guy behind the bus, right? So something going on, yeah? Something going on.
Holy shit.
This person is using macro scripts to give rotational aim assist on keyboard and mouse. They also use scripts to strafe left and right to keep aim assist locked on. Oh.
Oh my god, I'm crying. What the fuck?
The cheating and cheating? Yeah, that's... I mean, it goes without saying.
I'm telling you.
So a lot of people think that he's cheating.
Okay, so you had 2,000 viewers and you're calling me famous.
Oh.
No way. I just lost a nutty clip to Bloom.
It's 100% obviously cheating. Well, like, I've seen people using an aimbot.
Being shit at games, all of them do it.
Yeah, pin disregard. Of course he's cheating. I mean, the thing is that when I see somebody, so this is the way I look at it. If I see somebody that's that good at FPS, why aren't you playing that? Why have you never played on any team? Why aren't you on like a Valorant team? Why aren't you playing professionally, competitively? Why isn't that happening? And I think that that's one of the things that I really always ask is that, like, if you see somebody, he's too good. Yeah, exactly. Right. And anybody would say that, oh, well, maybe it's because he doesn't want to or whatever. If these people are professional streamers, like which this person clearly is, they probably would do that. I mean, they would play competitively. They would enter competitions. But I don't, when you have people that are perceptually very, very good players, but they're not entering competitions and they're not winning competitions, I generally assume that they're probably cheaters because that's what makes sense. He's locking in so many times. Yes, exactly. Twitch banned him already. Twitch banned him already?
I saw that earlier today. Love you, Pizza King. Thank you so much for hanging out with you, boy. It's like old times. Thank you so much for that giant, fat, delicious red boy and those 50 memberships getting us, what are we, 40 away, 31 away from the goal. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, Hell. Pizza King. Appreciate you, brother. We should play WoW again one day.
Pull up this person's account and I look at, I guess, his YouTube channel. Where's his Twitter? His Twitch. Yeah, this is his Twitch account. So it's temporarily unavailable. Imagine using aimbot and calling yourself a good player. This is the part that people really think is... That was ISIS.
Shooting at the damn wall, bro.
This is very sus. Symphony does this shit all the time. He kills someone random 9-degree flicks for fun. Sometimes finds a new person and gets clipped. Yeah, but like you've got to admit, I mean, we can clearly see what's sus about this, right? Is that he locks on to this player that's behind the wall immediately. That's the reason why he's getting called out as sus. It's not even about the ability to aim. It's about the ability to immediately lock onto their location before that happened. And then obviously you have Tectone, grown man pretending to be a little girl, cheating in an open beta while denying it in every post. So fucking gay, brother. Get a grip. I've never seen so many false accusations ever.
Pull yourself together, bro.
People really are disconnected with PC gamers and gaming in general. Bro is not cheating. I mean, it's very, very sus. But I do think that also, like, a lot of the people that he was playing against in this clip, most of them are not moving, right? And if they are moving, they're moving in one direction, which makes it a lot easier to shoot them. And the other thing is, so this is another reason why a lot of people would believe this guy, is that Shroud, there's no questioning whether Shroud is good at FPS, because Shroud played FPS competitively at LAN. And I think that's another really big fucking difference, is that whenever you have somebody that's just like randomly really, really good at shooters, but they've never played in a LAN or a competitive environment at all, I don't know, guys. It seems like something's not adding up, right? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, like the most famous streamers that play exclusively shooters all play in tournaments. They like go to tournaments. It's like their thing, right? Good example is Dr. Disrespect, right? Like there's so many creators who are play exclusively shooters and they're ungodly at it, and they go to pretty much every giant national tournament, right? So that's a good point to bring up, man. So it's wild, man. It's just still moves to the extreme. What fell down? It was a glass. Tectone's an imposter compared to the 90s band. Tone. What in the hell are you talking about right now? He's cheating somehow. There's cheaters in development games like Starfield. Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude. I've seen people cheat on unranked games on like kid games. No, they don't care.
Wow, I flicked straight at the guy through the wall.
And also, like, he's using the LMG. He's using, this is the AK, but the LMG has like crazy recoil.
Yes, good computer.
It has insane recoil. Like, that's the trade-off because it has like a 100-barrel magazine.
How much
Zero recoil with the LMG says all? Yeah.
I see, man. Whoa!
Dude's killing like 9 people every 2 seconds. Yes, dude, Chronic. I don't remember his name, but he was, he's like 15 or something.
So I just got a free Abyssal Dagger.
Yeah. Remember Nadia? She was awful at LAN event? No, I remember her a little bit, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. Now I do. Oh, jeez. Forgot all about her.
Oh my god, I'm crying. What the fuck?
You don't do the dishes, you don't have anything to eat off of.
True.
Nothing. I'm telling you.
Just a minute. Let me watch this a little bit more.
Okay,
I
so you
think
have 2,000 viewers and you're calling me famous.
No way. What's interesting to me about this is that every single time
he's avoiding recoil this way and keeping rotational aim assist off when he strafes left and right.
He takes a shot. The first shot is always in
Love
the
you,
same
Ashley. I
place.
appreciate you, baby.
It's always at the top middle of the backpack. Like, he very rarely, his first shot is almost never a headshot.
Nutty clip to Bloom.
That's hard to say. You see what I'm saying?
Reach, yes. What the fish?
Like,
oh my god, you did follow me in Delta Force era.
You see what I'm saying with this?
That was so long ago.
This guy reminds me of the trailer for that weird Pinocchio movie where Pauly Shore did the voice. This is what this guy reminds me of. The Pauly Shore voice guy. In that Pinocchio, that weird Pinocchio movie. It's very strange, very strange. Yeah, it looks like he's cheating. Now, granted, I don't play shooters very often. I used to, but I don't know. Twitch left, Twitch right, back and forth every time. That's not a natural movement. Yeah. 100%, man. I agree with you. I mean, there is a reason he got banned on Twitch, right? So there's that. Oh my gosh. Throw upy. I've been super nauseous all day. Last 3 days, but oh my god. Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate you, baby. Appreciate you, Ashley. I served lunch to Pauly Shore at a restaurant I worked at a long time ago. He was with a porn star. Shocking. Shocking. The last shooter I played was Apex Legends, I think. And it was very early on when it was a thing. And I played it for probably a week-ish. And I got a few wins, and then I got bored. Like, that's the thing with Battle Royale, like, shooters for me, is once I win once or twice, I'm like, okay, cool, I did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like, I want to continue doing that. I'm like, I did it. I'm fine. I'm fine with that, you know? I'm fine with that. Pauly must be packing heat. I mean, he has celebrity clout from 100 years ago, so that already works. It still works to a degree, yeah. All right. Oh, everything hurts. Everything hurts so much. Oh my gosh. This person was responding to the cheater because Grum's called the person a cheater, and this person says blocking this account, but to go as far as saying Catboy when it's so obviously a woman is just a perfect example of how being trans gets you hate for no reason. I did not. I didn't know they were trans. It was a little Catboy. The owner of the Pirate Nation will be found in their apartment after weeks of decay on March 20. What the fuck? Hold up. What? The fuck? That's a very specific date. It's a very specific date. March 22nd, 2026, you're going to die. That's very interesting. Okay. All right. Okay. Going to put a One Piece to make it easier to sleep during the flight. One Piece. The Supreme Court is set to hear a case this fall that could potentially overturn legalization of same-sex marriage. From what I read about this, it's like one lady. Like apparently anybody can do that. They can like request anything, and it's being blown out of proportion. But I don't really know for sure. He's a cat boy, not a cat girl. What's up, JW? Says, why are you wanting to die? Oh, life. Life in general. Didn't hit the goal. No, man, we killed the goal. We nuked the goal into orbit. We hit Naked Snake pretty early on, actually. Oh. Oh my gosh, boys. Noise. Now we killed it, man. Mr. Pizza King's crazy, man. It's crazy. He's a crazy man. Beep, beep, beep. All right. I want to read this, but it says, I was... Dance, some fun and a pop. Maybe we'll all die soon. One can only hope. Cruises. I don't know why people like cruises. I could never go on a cruise. For one, I have no like interest in going on a cruise because I don't care about being on a boat. I'm not afraid of boats or anything. I just don't really care to be on a boat. Because it looks like a resort, but on a boat. And I'm like, I'll just go to fucking Las Vegas if I'm going to go to a resort, right? But it's so densely packed, and I don't know, it's never looked big. I know I have friends that have went on cruises and they love them. I just don't. I've never understood the appeal, you know. But that's just me. Rip. Oh, rip. Look at this chick right here. She says, for 5 years, I had an affair with a married man. As soon as I was single, he left his wife for someone else. Damn, girl. You got that's called an L right there. Oops. They always think they're the ones that are supposed to win. No. No. I promise you, you're not the lady. You're not the lady. It says right here. Sorry, guys. I'm like doom scrolling at this point. I've been live a while, but I just want to keep streaming. It takes my mind off everything, man. Streaming takes my mind off everything. I just want to keep doing it. So this says protesters have hit the streets after President Trump announces he's going to clean up the nation's capital from violence, tackle crime, and homelessness. There's probably more to this story, but video. Trump must go now. Is this just free DC? I don't even understand what's happening. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even understand like the protest. I don't even know anymore. I think it's just because people like quite literally just hate Trump, which is fair, sure, but like I hate Trump. They're forming a protest and say Trump must go. Like why? I don't know. Trump must go. He federalized DC in an ordinance with the Constitution. Oh no. Can you believe it? Why do protesters suck at singing? Because they're the lowest common denominator. That's why. The HOA guy. Look at this right here. Oh, Marilyn Manson. So Ronnie Raggy has a song with Marilyn Manson. I think it's called God is a Weapon, I think. And this says Marilyn Manson's return to Mexico sparked controversy and a massive turnout. Despite protest petitions and calls for a boycott, the rocker drew a record crowd of over 205,000 people at the Feria National Potosina in San Luis Potosi. On August 10th, Governor Ricardo Gallardo Cardona invited Manson as a defense of freedom of expression and an act of cultural justice, pushing back against the decades of conservative opposition to hard rock shows in the state. There will always be opposing voices, and Marilyn Manson has faced them not just in Mexico, but in other parts of the world as well. But if he's already performed in Rome, the cradle of Catholicism, why can't he perform in San Luis Potosi? This isn't about religion. It's about cultural justice, creative unity, and we must do it through music. Fans across Mexico and Latin America lined up for hours, many dressed in black and wearing Marilyn Manson-inspired makeup, cheering for his hits like Beautiful People, Sweet Dreams, Disposable Teens, Tourniquet. That's wild. 200,000 people. Jesus. Well, that's the thing, man. If you try to boycott, if you try to cancel people, throw false accusations at people, all it will do is make them infamous and larger than life. Right? That's what happens. A lot of people will hate you because they hate you, right? Let's say you're a creator or you're a musician or you're an actor and you said a thing like, Chris Pratt saying he, puts Jesus above everything. There was people mad at him for that, and people will determine right then they hate you. So they will do a confirmation bias thing where if anything negative is posted about that person, they will believe it without any other evidence. They'll just believe it at face value. Right. And sometimes, kind of rarely, especially modern day, very rarely, those things will succeed. Right. Like Chris Pratt will get canceled for being Christian. Right. Those things will succeed. And all it does is make those people larger than they ever have been. And it's weird that people don't see this, right? Like, remember when I got canceled from that con? I had like the highest revenue month and the highest view month I had in like a year. And also I got to go to 2 other cons too. Yeah. So that's very interesting. It's people don't realize that people will bringing attention like that to something through the Streisand effects just makes people want to support that person even more. You know? That's what they do. It's wild. 27th Rion. Love you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, Mick Stellar, I agree. I agree, my friend. It's a lot of fun. We'll be at another one soon. It's a form of martyrdom. Chris Pratt seems like a real one. I agree. I completely agree. He's one of the celebrities that I think is probably pretty cool. You could have a beer with him. You know? So instead of gifting subs, we should cancel Camelot? Yes. Yes, sir. Of course, my friend. Of course. We've already had 61 memberships tonight. We're closing on in at the end here. It's freaking midnight. Why am I still alive? I do want to thank you guys. We're not done yet, but I just wanted to go ahead and thank you guys for being so supportive of me tonight. I probably shouldn't be so transparent of when I'm in a weird headspace. I probably should keep all that to myself. But I don't really have many people in real life. So, you know, I use you guys for therapy sometimes. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't really know. But it's something I do. And it seems to help sometimes. So here I am doing it again. But at any rate, it's fine to open up. It's fine, Mick Stellar. It's fine. It's fine. Hey, Keanu. Yep. And Mel Gibson. Yep. I watched a documentary on Mel Gibson recently. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's about that time for Naked Snake Boys. Lean on me when you're not strong. Bottling it up isn't healthy. Yeah, I know. You just feel like an asshole sometimes. It's like, why am I talking about this? Why am I bothering people with this? Why am I shouldering the burden onto people that don't have the responsibility to have to shoulder any burden? You know what I'm saying? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Thank you, Anjali. Appreciate you guys. Let's do Naked Snake Boys for the boys. Thank you, Orion. I appreciate you. Granola, what's up, baby? I'm starving. Like, absolutely starving for some reason. What's up, Wink? How you doing, buddy? The Wink. Get you some sleep tonight. I'm gonna try. Oh, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try, my friends. All right, just push forward. Goat. Thank you, man. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate you. What's up, DLD? Hello, starving. I'm dad. All right, boys. Let's do Naked Snake. Appreciate you guys so much for all your love. I might come back tomorrow. I'm still debating on starting to stream every single day. I'm still debating on it. It's hard, man. But I'm thinking about it. Oh. What do you think of lab-grown meat? Rakin says. Do you think opposition to it is mindless? I got into an argument last night with people telling me that I'm a terrible person for not wanting to eat lab-grown meat. Yeah, I don't. I'm not gonna do that. I will eat real meat like a man. I will drive V8s and I will have a good time doing it. Hey, man. I'm gonna live my generation the way I'm supposed to. Tranquil Moments time says, just found you. Seem like a cool community. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, dude. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Look at all the clippies in the chat. Where are the clippies coming from? Oh, Rossman. All right. Here we do it. I just had toast. Oh, wow. I might do something. I don't know what I'm going to eat. I might eat some chips and salsa. I'm at like probably 400 calories today. So I need to eat something. Welcome, Rob. Welcome. How you doing, April? Don't stake. Yeah, dude, please. Please. All right, unlike law student, I will remember that. I appreciate you so much. My issue with streaming 7 days or 5 days a week is I know I'll lose Naked Snake, and I don't want to lose it yet. I'm holding on to it, holding on to the snake, bro. I don't want to lose my snake. Eat all the food. I'm gonna try, man. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, April. Well, of course you did. All right, boys, here we go. Naked Snake time. Get on it, doggone it. All the new people enjoy this. You're gonna unsub immediately. Here we go. Block the stream. 40 away from the goal, boys. Oh, God, MA. Pizza? I ain't got no pizza. Thank you, Chati. Are you guys ready? Are you ready one more time? For Naked Snake. 494 in a row. 494?
What a thrill with darkness and silence.
Alan Jones. Here we go. April. Oh my God.
I'm searching our melting.
Donna. Oh my God. Here we go. Thank you, April. Donna. Riv. Here we go, boys. Let's do it. Snake eater in my time. There be nobody else. Yeah. I'm crying. It's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
Someday we'll go red. Someday you feed on a tree frog. It's a trial to survive.
Oh my God, can you believe this? I give my life, not for honor, but for you. Raking nights, my boy. In my time, there be nobody else. Anjali! Cry. It's true way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. 494 in a row, boys. Hot diggity. Damn. Thank you guys so much for all your love. What a bunch of beautiful people we have in here tonight. One more time. Here we go. Oh, my God. Can you believe it, boys? Can you believe it? Appreciate you guys so much for all your love. All your support. You guys are the goats. You're all the goats. You're the greatest people on the planet. I appreciate you guys so much for your love and your support. Thank you so much. Love you. Appreciate you. You guys are the goats. The goats, I tell you. All of you, goats. All of you, goats. Thank you. I will be back. I might be back tomorrow. I don't know. Like I said, still kind of figuring out my thought processes right now. So doing everything I can to survive, man. If I didn't make that clear enough by now, trying to survive trying to have a good time, trying to just enjoy life, man. So, is this Lumi? Is that Lumi? Lumi? Flop? I know that guy. All right, we're gonna. Let me see if I can raid these guys real quick. I'm gonna see if I can. I see Lumi. I see Lumi in a stream. Lumi. Oh my God, we're gonna raid New Black Street. Get the hell on it, doggone it. I appreciate you guys so much. I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. We'll see. You know, and I'll keep you guys updated. Follow me on all the stuff. You guys know who it is. Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. Get the hell on it, doggone it. I love you. Hail to the king. I love you. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys over. Get it on it, diggity doggone it. Oh yeah.